still raising the dead, still opening blinded eyes. He still provides, still working miracles, just like before. God is still doing what God does.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi Football Classic, coming to you from M.M. Roberts Stadium on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi. I'm Corey LeBounty, joined by Mary G. Montgomery's head football coach, Zach Golson, and we are looking forward to this annual tackle of the Titans between Alabama and Mississippi, the 37th annual edition. Coach Golson, I know yesterday you had the opportunity to coach in the North-South game in the state of Alabama, and now you're over here with me getting a bird's eye view of these future collegiate stars, and some may even be playing on Sundays.
Oh, man, what a great day here in Hattiesburg. Two really good football teams, great rosters, loaded talent on both sides, great coaching staffs. Such a fun week, special moment for all these kids and these families. Appreciate you letting me be a part of it.
Absolutely, and when you look at the overall series, Alabama leads this series 25 games to 11, and they were able to win 1 year ago, 14-10. And we'll take a break, and we'll be right back to bring you more of the Alabama-Mississippi Football Classic here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at M.M. Roberts Stadium.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Can a 10-minute oil change really get your car taken care of the right way? When you take your car to the shop for an oil change, wouldn't it be nice to know that it was inspected to make sure it's truly safe for your next 3,000 to 5,000 miles? Don't let 10 minutes cost you way more than time. Get your car taken care of the right way at Right Tire and Service in Sylacauga.
Getting it done the right way.
Sylacauga, we are your hometown dealer. 3 locations: Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Avoid big city prices. Shop local and save with 0% financing. 0%. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. We even offer mobile service, or we can pick up and deliver. No charge. Lower prices. Better service. We are your hometown dealer. Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan, right here in Sylacauga.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amana brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Welcome back to the 37th Mississippi-Alabama Football Classic here at M.M. Roberts Stadium. Both teams at midfield as we are presenting the national anthem here, and once again a great rendition of the national anthem being sung, and you love to see both teams face one another right at each other's 40-yard lines. And prior to that, both teams had their entire roster called out over the public address system here at M.M. Roberts Stadium, which is a tremendous honor. And now the two teams will converge and shake hands with one another. Ben Blackman, the head football coach at Enterprise, he's the Alabama All-Stars head football coach, and I know that you know about Coach Blackman and what he brings to the table, as your MGM Vikings were able to take on Enterprise in the second round of the 7A playoffs.
Yeah, Coach Blackman does such a great job. He's a great fit for this game, man. He's just a great leader of men, and great, very organized, really, really good offensive play caller. I think Coach Kelly's actually going to be calling the plays tonight from Saraland, but should be a lot of fun for all these guys, man. It's a great atmosphere, great weather right now. Hopefully that'll stay that way.
Absolutely, and we mentioned you guys being in 7A, Ben Blackman being in 7A. We'll have the WOTM AHSAA reclassification special Monday at 9:30 a.m. live from Montgomery, Alabama. And again, the official reclassification results will be available for you coming this Monday on the AHSAA television network on WOTM. So make sure you stick around on Monday morning to check out the reclassification. I know in our neck of the woods, 7A Region 1, there are only 7 teams in 7A Region 1. We may be getting an addition or a subtraction. We'll find out for sure on Monday. But every 2 years, the state of Alabama does reclass.
It's always so fun to see kind of where the new regions are going to be. And, you know, they added 7A a few years ago. Who knows? There's always been talk of, should we add another 16 teams to 7A and get it to where there's 48 of those teams, you know? So it's always a lot of fun and excitement to see where, where the numbers are going to leave people, and, you know, what the new matchups are going to be in your region, and how that kind of affects your out-of-region scheduling and all that. So should be a fun day on Monday.
And in this game, it's really a who's who when you look at it, who has played in this game in the past. Steve Air McNair being there, Rolando McClain, Deuce McAllister, Julio Jones, just to name a few of the players. We'll continue to name some players as this series goes on, and you see the captains there for Mississippi, Stonka Burnside, and you also have Prentice Woodland. You see big number 95, Cameron Franklin. Also a captain, William Eccles, and number 1, Chris Davis. And for Alabama, you see your quarterback, Jared Hollins from MGM, being one of those captains, along with Jalen Mbakwe, Ryan Williams from Saraland, Mr. Football as a sophomore. And you also get an opportunity to see a Theodore Bobcat out there Cam Pruitt as a captain for the Alabama squad. And we'll see here, Alabama has won the toss and will receive, and that's exactly what Coach Jeff Kelly, the head coach of the Alabama All-Stars, or the assistant offensive coordinator, Ben Blackman, the head coach, that's what they wanted. They wanted to receive this football early, Coach.
Yeah, I think getting a chance to start fast on offense is always an exciting thing. In an all-star game, the more possessions you can get early, I think that's good for you. Gets the kind of the flow of the game started, and some of those wrinkles that you might have put in during the week of practice, you get a chance to pop them out there early. So I'm excited to see what they start with here.
And once again, the Alabama has won 3 consecutive in this series, so you have to be excited from that. Our officials today, the referee Matt Calvert, umpire Joe Redmond, head linesman Mark Boone, line judge Craig Morton, back judge Josh Adams, field judge Anthony Johnson, side judge Marcus Monger, gang clock operator Zach Boone, and 40-second clock operator Kevin Fowler. And we're just moments away from kickoff for our 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Game Classic. And looking forward to the excitement here. So far, it's dry. The Mississippi team will be going and kicking off from right to left. Receiving the kick will be Ryan Williams, and it goes into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So that's pretty much what you want out of your specialist, to go ahead and kick it for a touchback, Coach.
That's right. Yeah, anytime you can get a guy that kick it in the end zone, make the offense go 80 yards, that's going to be a big challenge for him. So here we go.
Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Alabama All-Stars. And mentioning Jeff Kelly, the offensive coordinator here for the Alabama All-Stars, and Jared Hollins from Mary G. Montgomery High School, a verbal commit to the South Alabama Jaguars, will be taking the first snap, and he'll have big Jamarian Burnett to his left, 2 receivers to his right, and Hollins rolls out and finds Ryan Williams in the flat for close to a 3 or 4 yard gain.
Yep, really nice right there. Good start. Get him on track. Go to 2nd and 8 right here.
I like the game, Coach, and it's always, there's nothing like getting that first completion. And Jared Hollins, you know all about him, having an opportunity to just be an elite leader on and off the field for your Vikings. And here it is, a running back handoff to big Burnett. Burnett's going to bust his way forward, going to be right at the yard to gain. Right at the 40-yard line is where they're going to spot this.
Yeah, interesting. They started from the 30 right there, so I guess that's an all-star rule on a touchback. They're going to start it from the 30-yard line, so that's good for the offenses.
Coach, I hate to say it, yesterday the officials in your game were supposed to start it from the 30, but they started it from the 20, and today they got that rule correctly. And shotgun snap, 2 receivers to Hollins' left. He's going to look down the field, and he's going to throw over the middle. Missed Ryan Williams right down the middle of the field, and I know that if he would have hit him right there in the hands, we would have been talking about 6.
That's right. That's right. Ryan's so fast, man. If we can get the ball in his hands, he's so electric with it, man. He just got to get it to it.
And the Alabama All-Stars going from left to right as you're watching and listening on the AHSAA Radio Network and on WOTM. And Hollins, again, with 1 back in the backfield, 2 receivers to his left. He's going to hand the ball off to Burnett. Burnett makes a big burst and slips as he is tackled on the play by Cameron Franklin from Lake Cormorant, Mississippi. And now you're looking at a nice gain, and if he's able to keep his balance, Burnett may have a first down off of that run.
Yeah, 3rd and manageable, though. 3rd and 5 right here is a good situation, so let's see what they do with it.
And now you're looking at a new back in the backfield. It's going to be Arrington Green from Thompson High School in the backfield to the right of Jared Hollins. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And shotgun snap, Hollins dropping back, and it's going to be tipped and incomplete. 3rd down and 5. The pass is incomplete, brings up 4th and 5. And right where you're located, right around the 40-yard line, you can decide to punt it away or go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, we're going to punt it away here, looks like. Probably maybe could have gone to the flat route right there, but that's a tight window throw, and defensive guy made a great play.
Now punting for the Alabama squad is Malcolm Simmons. He plays wide receiver from Benjamin Russell High School, and Coach Smitty Grider, the young man, will be attending Auburn next year. And why is Malcolm Simmons punting? Because the other available punter, Towns Magoo, has a little bit of a leg injury, so we'll see Simmons, the athleticism of him, punt the football away, and it's a nice deep punt. It's going to be fielded at the 16-yard line, returned to the 20, pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line by Stonka Burnside from Starkville High School.
Yeah, that was actually a nice punt for a wide receiver. Malcolm's a really great athlete, great player, been a great player for Coach Smitty Grider all year. Coach Grider's over here on the Alabama staff too, so another really great coach in our state.
Burnside on that return is going to the Under Armour All-American game. He's a 4-star athlete, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Arkansas, Auburn, all interested, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Mississippi, going from right to left from the 25-yard line. And a little play action by the quarterback, Maddox, and he's dancing around in the pocket, and he's going to be dropped for a nice sack A great sack on the play for number 96, Jeremiah Beeman from A.H. Parker High School, 6'4", 265, coming down with that sack, Coach.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting to me in the All-Star games. Offensive line play is so much about chemistry and being on the same page, so it gets tough. These D linemen definitely have an advantage in this type of game.
2nd and 22 from right around the 13-yard line for the Mississippi All-Stars, and they're going to hand this football off, Coach, and it's going to be a nice hard run by, looks like Anthony A.J. Maddox on the carry. Correction, that's going to be Nate Blunt the fourth from Brandon High School. The 5'11", 218-pound running back has an opportunity there to be a very versatile runner, 1,359 yards and 21 touchdowns on the season. And now you're looking at another 3rd and long for the Mississippi squad. Split backs to the left and the right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Maddox Jr. dropping back in the pocket, has time, and his receiver slips and falls, Coach, as that is incomplete as Daniel Hill, the tight end from Meridian, slipped on the route.
Yeah, that was tough right there. They had us up the seam. We got to make sure we get that looked at and corrected, hopefully moving forward. But that was a nice play by A.J. right there, A.J. Maddox from Oak Grove. You can see why he's so highly touted and obviously a really great player.
Absolutely, and you do look at the fact that A.J. Maddox is committed to Texas A&M, the 6'2", 180-pound quarterback from Oak Grove, not able to complete that. And we'll see now the Mississippi All-Stars punt this football away, and special teams always a huge factor. And there it is, a high snap, and he's going to be downed as off of the high snap, Alabama was able to apply the pressure, and Mississippi was not able to get the punt away. Hayden Wolf, 5'10", 175-pound punter from Clinton High School, saw the pressure from Alabama, and untouched right up the middle was Kirkpatrick, Dre Kirkpatrick from Gadsden City, attending his father's alma mater. He's a legacy player. His dad, Dre Kirkpatrick Sr., is very happy that his son chose the University of Alabama, and that's a huge special teams play. 1st and 10 for Alabama right at the 6-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars, and we'll have a stoppage in play here, and there'll be a timeout called by the Mississippi All-Stars, and we'll take the timeout with them. 0-0 our score with 9:14 remaining in the first quarter of the 2023 Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game.
You deserve a bonus. Get a new 55-inch 4K TV now at Sarah Nissan. 3 locations. Buy or lease any new Sarah Nissan and get a new 55-inch 4K TV, no charge. Event pricing on every new Nissan. 0% financing for 60 months and make 0 payments till next year. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. So come get your bonus at Sarah Nissan in Birmingham and Sylacauga. Plus, Tony Sarah Nissan in Coleman.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me.
Here we go, 1st and goal, and Alabama is going to hand it off to their running back, Jamarian Burnett, the running back from Andalusia. He scores from 6 yards out, moving from left to right, the first touchdown of the game, and what a big-time entertainment touchdown by the Alabama squad, set up by the special teams miscue by the Mississippi All-Stars. As you take a look here, Coach, just grounding and pounding. You give it to your big running back who has 649 rushing yards on the season. And when you look at all the offers he has, Missouri, Auburn, Alabama, Florida A&M, Alabama State, you can see why. Big beat there. The point after is up and good. And, Coach, just like that, 9:09 remaining in the first quarter of action, 7-0. Our score, the Alabama All-Stars lead the Mississippi All-Stars.
Yeah, 22 personnel down here from the 5 going in. Really nice run right there from Jamarian Burnett. Great way to get started right there.
And here's the special teams play. You see Kirkpatrick come in almost would have took it off his foot, And the punter was down for Mississippi. And then here it is. The nice pull by the guard. He kicks it out and has a pancake block. And Burnett knew exactly what to do with it. The 200-pound running back. And once again, Alabama strikes first here in the 37th Mississippi Alabama Football All-Star Classic.
That punt return is going to be a big issue. You got Mbakwe and Ryan Williams back there on the return, and obviously we've got a nice rush planned out, so that's going to be something to look at throughout the game today.
Now, Coach, I mentioned earlier, Towns Magoo, the place kicker and punter from Auburn High School, he has a little growing injury.
You can tell right there on the PAT that he had a little something going on, so it looks like we got another kicker right here on the kickoff.
The backup quarterback, Roman Gagliano. He's 6'3" from Opelika High School, will put toe to leather here, and that's something that you love. You get a quarterback who's an athlete that is going to go out here and put toe to leather, and he has a pretty good kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line and immediately stuck at the 18-yard line by Cameron Pruitt, from Theodore High School, and it's a great job of not only the kicker, Gagliano, but an even better play by Cameron Pruitt from Theodore going to the University of Miami, and it will be the Mississippi squad's second offensive possession of this contest. Here will be 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. And now the second quarterback in action, Trey Petty from Starkville High School, will start this off. One receiver to his right, two to his left, and he's going to hand it off to a back in the backfield, but not much doing there for him. As you look at Pruitt coming up once again, making the tackle for the South, and not much movement at that line of scrimmage for the Mississippi.
Yeah, Alabama D-line right there, really strong up the middle. It's going to be tough. That's going to be tough right there. It's really good.
Great tackle there on Daniel Hill from Meridian High School. And here it is, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, split backs. Two receivers to his left, one to his right. As he's going to take this snap, and Petty quickly getting it out. And it's going to be dropped along the far sidelines, right in front of Alabama's bench, as J.J. Harrell not able to squeeze the pigskin, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. And it's hard on 3rd and 10, Coach, from your own 30. You feel the pressure there of Trey Petty. I think if I had to guess right here, he's probably going to scramble out of the pocket to maybe create something for himself. Two receivers to his right, one to his left, split backs in the backfield. He's looking down. He's going to go ahead and unload it, and wide open, he finds his wide receiver, and it's a great throw and catch. Norrell White from St. Martin High School comes away with the reception on the left boundary.
Yeah, we got a guy behind us right there. I'm not sure why the corner was sitting right there. I'm not sure if he were more of a cover 2 type look or what, but yeah, he got behind us. That's not what you want on 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, they're able to convert. 1st and 10 now from the 43-yard line of the South, and we have a stoppage in play, and looks like we'll have a timeout. And I'm not sure if it's an injury timeout or a timeout called by the South, by the Alabama All-Stars, but we'll take one with them. 7-0, Alabama over Mississippi.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer? Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amanda brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back here to the Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game, and coming out of that timeout, we have a completed pass, and Mississippi decided to go right back to the receiver who had dropped it moments ago, J.J. Harrell. As you look at it, it's a great throw by Trey Petty, finding Harrell, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 now on the 29-yard line. Split backs, Petty dropping back, and he's finding enough cushion there. He continues to find J.J. Harrell once again, Coach.
Yeah, really good timing routes right there. Those are tough routes in these types of games too, because these quarterbacks and receivers have only been working together for a couple of days. Really nice throws right there by Trey Petty.
And here it is, 1st and 10. The ball on the 19-yard line of the Alabama All-Stars. Mississippi moving from the right to the left. A black diamond asphalt paving first down for Mississippi, as Petty is going to give underneath handoff, and trying to fight for those additional yards is Gavin Griffin, the 5'10", 190-pound from Belma Jackson High School. And again, 7:30 left in the first quarter. Alabama leads Mississippi 7-0. It brings up 2nd and 8, Coach.
Yeah, little D-line shift here by Alabama. Let's see what happens with these guys up front.
Split backs to the right and the left of Petty. One receiver to his right, two to his left. And we'll see here, it's a check with me at the line of scrimmage, and Petty taking the shotgun. He's going to give an underneath handoff, trying to bounce to the outside before being tackled by Cameron Pruitt. Gavin Griffin on the carry.
Yeah, you got Landon Marshall in pursuit. Got Jalen Brown, D-lineman from James Clemens, in pursuit. That D-line's pretty salty on both units, both too deep, and Alabama D-line pretty good.
Money down, 3rd and 6 here. Split backs, two receivers to the right, one to the left, and it's a check with me at the line of scrimmage on 3rd and 6. The ball on the 15-yard line of the Alabama All-Stars. And Petty in the shotgun calls for it. He's looking to his right, throws, mistimed the throw as he anticipated Stonka Burnside sitting there on the route, Coach.
That's kind of what we were talking about, right? The timing routes kind of get tough in these games because these guys haven't had a ton of work together, but pretty good drive right there by the Mississippi team. Get a chance to kick a field goal right here.
And special teams earlier, we saw Alabama get in great field position. Hayden Wolf now will come in to this game here, attempting a 23-yard field goal. And we'll see if Wolf's able to convert here as this young kicker gets ready to go ahead and put toe to leather. And on the season, he was 20 out of 20 on his point afters, 3 out of 5 from field goals, and had 25 touchdowns. So
false start.
You know he has a leg.
On the offense. 5-yard penalty.
Before he's able to kick it, go ahead and back him up 5 yards, Coach.
Those are things that are frustrating as a coach. You're sitting here with a good look at a field goal, and now you got to back him up 5 yards. You hope that doesn't affect your kicker, but we'll see what happens.
37-yarder now that's going to be attempted by Hayden Wolf. 37-yard field goal, no rush allowed. The field goal is up, and it is no good. No good.
Yeah, those 5 yards sometimes can just get in your head more than anything, and try to kick it a little harder, and you pull it right there. That's unfortunate for the Mississippi. Good break for Alabama.
Pulled it, and he knew immediately. He grabs his helmet out of frustration, but so far special teams have been what has hurt the Mississippi All-Stars and have helped Alabama, as you get a good look at Ben Blackman, the head coach of the Alabama All-Stars.
Yeah, I thought Coach Kirk Johnson, give him a shout-out, man. I thought he did a great job with our special teams. Him and Matt Johnson for the North-South played a big role yesterday, too.
Once again, Jared Hollins with the back to his left, receiver to his right, and he's going to give the handoff here as the Mississippi defensive line gets a little salty on that handoff and not allowing him to gain much yards.
Yep, Thompson running back, Arrington Green.
And tackle made by William Eccles, the 6'4", 300-pounder out of Houston High School, and that'll be a 1-yard loss, 2nd and 11, Coach.
Yep, 5-2, man free, or cover 3 is what we're going to see mostly today. See what they do.
Two receivers to Hollins' right. He's going to drop back, has pressure, is going to step up into the pocket, unload, and finds a receiver. A nice reception by Jamarcus Prince, 6'3", 195-pound wide receiver out of Hewitt Trussville.
Yeah, great job by Jared there, avoiding the rush and finding the open guy.
That's Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa that he's from. And that's a 1st and 10. You have to love the fact that he was able to avoid the pressure, step up in the pocket, and pick up that first down. And it's 1st and 10, ball on the 46-yard line as he's going to hand it off to the Thompson running back, and a nice hard run by Arrington Green.
Yeah, it was good. 14-yard, 13-yard pickup right there. Keep moving the chain.
Black Diamond Asphalt Paving, first down, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. Great job here on this drive. 1st and 10, and one back to Holland's left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And it's going to be a quick pass in the flat to Ryan Hollywood Williams, makes a man miss. And again, the reception with the dance, he has about 5 yards. He's just electric, Ryan Williams is.
Man, he's one step away from going to the house every play.
Coach, you said it in a nutshell, the first ever Mr. Football in the state of Alabama as a sophomore, reclassified, and he is verbally committed to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Will sign on February 6th, the latest part of the signing day, and you can bet your bottom dollar these next 2 months will be the most exciting time of Ryan Hollywood Williams' life.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready for that. That's going to be fun to watch how that whole process plays out. And I mean, he's such a special player. Everybody you talk to says nothing but high praises for Ryan. Mobile guy, 251 guy. Love to see him having success.
And the fact that Ryan Williams is playing in this game speaks volumes not only of him. I know his head coach, Jeff Kelly, is the offensive coordinator and play caller here for the Alabama All-Stars, but to represent his state of Alabama and to reclassify this past week into 2024, it just means more. He's going to play in the Under Armour All-American game as well, but you just love to see him put on for his state. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, a back in the backfield, and it's handed off to Burnett. Burnett on the run, and looks like he's going to have enough for that first down, as that's, again, a great designed run play for Jamarian Burnett, and it will be another first down for the Alabama All-Stars as they'll spot the football right around the 34-yard line. A Black Diamond Asphalt Paving first down.
That was a really nice job getting movement on the front side of outside zone right there. H-back, man, did a great job. He was engaged and blocking his guys 7 or 8 yards down the field. Really
and
nice.
they're going to say it's a holding from the spot, and they will repeat second down. So you look at where he was able to get to prior to the penalty, and we're officially, let's see where they're going to mark it off now and what they're officially going to call it as. The Alabama All-Stars going from left to right as you listen on the radio and as you watch on TV. You'll see here.
What number is this?
This is going to be right at 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Hollins with a quick throw. Hollywood Williams with a stiff arm, and he's going to be grabbed by the ankles as soon as he catches it. The corner comes up and does a great job making sure Amarian Fortenberry from Columbia High School made sure that Ryan wasn't able to get any more yards.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the defense right there. He's tough to tackle in the phone booth, so it's tough. Good job getting the ball out there in space fast, but tough play for the defense. Kamori Harris, man, really nice blocking on the edge, on the outside zone. So that's a matchup to keep watching right there at the H-back position.
Hollins in the shotgun. Burnett to his left. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, looking down the middle of the field. Going to have it complete.
Good catch.
Once again by Jamarcus Prince from Hillcrest, Tuscaloosa. Makes an outstanding catch. And that's another Black Diamond Asphalt Paving first down as Hollins stood in the pocket, threw it right down the middle. Nice tackle, but again, not before a first down. 1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars from the Mississippi's 28-yard line.
Yeah, big 3rd and 9 pickup right there for the Alabama team. See what they can do with it down here in the red zone.
Despite the penalty, they're able to go ahead and handle their business there. And we're going to have an official timeout on the field, and it's going to be a timeout called by the Mississippi All-Stars in this situation as 2:55 is remaining in the first quarter. Alabama leads Mississippi 7-0. in the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi Football Classic. And coming up here on WOTM, we'll have the City of Jasper Christmas Classic, December 19th and 20th. And you look at a loaded field. If you love high school basketball, you definitely want to be in the City of Jasper for this Christmas Classic 2023, December 19th and 20th. As you see the matchups here between multiple schools, you'll have over 16 teams in this loaded field of high school basketball action. It'll be all day long from 9 a.m. all the way to 7:30 p.m. So if you work late, you're able to catch the early games, and if you work early, you're able to catch the late games. The City of Jasper Christmas Classic coming up on WOTM. 1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars, and the ball will be spotted right at their 28-yard line. A drop-back pass, and it's incomplete. The pass was intended, I do believe, for Arrington Green, Coach.
Yeah, it was a little RPO right there. D lineman got a finger on it, so got to go to 2nd and 10 here. Looks like we got 11 personnel out there on the field. Should be fun. See it.
And 2nd and 10 here from the 28-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. Hollins in the shotgun with a back to his right, receiver to his right, 2 to his left, and it's going to be handed off to the back coming out of the backfield, Arrington Green from Thompson High School. Not able to pick up much there, as, again, Green is a 1,048-yard type back for Mark Freeman and the Thompson Warriors. So you look now, Coach, you're at 3rd and 13. We saw the Alabama All-Stars convert on earlier in this drive, and this is going to be a big-time play to where you know you have elite wide receivers out on the field. And Ryan Williams is spread out to the far right, and he has his teammate Jamarcus Prince on the inside. And we'll see here Jared in the shotgun, taking the snap, drops back, looks to his right, looks to his left. He's rolling, the pocket's rolling, caught by Ryan Williams, and Williams stays on his feet, bounces off the fenders, is at the 18, spins around again, and somehow or another stays up to the 24-yard line. But you see the elusiveness and the quickness and the slipperiness of one Ryan Hollywood Williams.
He's incredible, man. Interesting situation here with our field goal kicker with a groin injury. Probably give him a chance to kick a field goal here. He's made the most 50-plus yard field goals in the state of Alabama in the history of the game, and to have him not be able to kick right here, a little disadvantage, but 4th and 7, let's see what we got.
From the 25-yard line, Hollins with the back to his left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. A check with me at the line of scrimmage is checking with offensive coordinator Jeff Kelly, and head coach Ben Blackman decides to call a timeout on this 4th and 7 from the 25-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. 1:17 remaining in the first quarter of action. 4th and 7. Coach, on 4th and 7, no need to panic. All you have to do is give your quarterback time, and your receivers either know to run past the sticks and come back to it, or they can just find the middle of the field has been open today, as well as you've seen Prince make some nice catches across the middle of the field from Jared.
Yeah, I like the timeout right there. Calm everybody down. Let's everybody get on the same page of what we want to do right here and give us the best chance to get the first down and keep the chains moving.
Corey LeBounty, along with the head coach of the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings, the 7A Region 1 semifinalist team that had a record-setting season in wins in Zach Golson's 2nd year at the helm of the MGM Vikings program. His quarterback, again, calling the signals for Jeff Kelly, the offensive coordinator here for the Alabama All-Stars, and it will be 4th and 7 from the 25-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. 4th and 7, Hollins in the shotgun, receiver Burnett to his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to take the snap, and it's going to be a little trickeration. End around to Ryan Williams to the 30, and Mississippi was Johnny on the spot as they weren't able to get a block on the end. The cornerback comes up, Prentice Woodland. If you would have had a hat on him, it would have been 6 points. I love the call, though.
Yeah, I love the call. Corner made a great play right there. We're one hat off of scoring a touchdown right there. That's tough.
And like you said, just one missed block there. Turnover on downs. It will be 1st and 10 for Mississippi on their own 29-yard line. And they bring back out their quarterback, Anthony A.J. Maddox Jr., who was on the opening drive. He'll have one receiver to his right, split backs, two receivers to his left. Quick throw out in the flat to Burnside, and Burnside tries to turn it up, and he's going to almost look like he has enough for the first down, and it is going to be a black diamond asphalt paving first down for the Mississippi All-Stars.
Yeah, it was a nice quick screen right there. Got it out on the perimeter to a playmaker, and he made a nice play right there.
1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line, and in the shotgun they go. Two receivers to Maddox's right. He's going to throw it out, and it's going to be complete to his big receiver, Norrell White. And we talked about Norrell earlier, committed to Ole Miss, 6'1", 185-pound wide receiver from St. Martin, coming away with a nice reception and in yards after catch.
Yeah, it was another nice timing throw right there. Tight coverage, good throw and catch.
1st and 10 for Mississippi from their own 49 is split backs, and it's going to be handed off underneath, and not much movement and not much gain as Malik Blockton from Pike Road, the 6'4", 275-pound senior, makes a nice tackle after a gain of 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 50 with 35 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 7-0 our score. Alabama leading Mississippi.
Mississippi playing with good pace at the start of this drive. Now they're going to go check with me, but really good pace out of their offense.
Ball at the 50-yard line, split backs, one receiver to the right, two to the left. Maddox taking the snap, and it's almost intercepted on that play. You mentioned the timing. It's so very important. It's Xavier Johnson from Muscle Shoals almost had a pick six in that situation.
Yeah, they tried the timing route. The corner squatted, and the receiver kept running. That's the ones that get tricky in this kind of game.
Money down, Coach. It's my favorite down. 3rd and 9, whether it's 3rd and short. This time it's 3rd and 9 from the 50. One receiver to his right, two to his left. Split back formation for Maddox Jr. Maddox Jr. looking. He's going to roll to his right, look to his left, throw back to his left. He's going to find his fullback coming out of the backfield, releasing Joe. And that looks like it's going to be the number 6, Nate Blunt, the 4th, the 5'11" running back, releasing on almost like a release valve.
Yeah, that was a really nice job by A.J. right there on the throw. Got it out to his safety valve and made a nice play. Got his first down right there.
1st and 10 on the 41-yard line, and we're going to wind down the first quarter of action here in this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game, as they're going to snap it right before we end, and there's going to be a longest rush of the game by Daniel Hill, 6 foot from Meridian, making that nice run right before. Alabama leads Mississippi 7-0 off a special teams miscue. 7-0 our score here in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
Welcome back to M.M. Roberts Stadium here on the campus of Southern Miss Corey LeBounty, along with the head coach of the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings, Zach Colson, joining you as the end of the first quarter. Alabama leads the Mississippi All-Stars 7-0. And, Coach, your quarterback 6 out of 9 here so far. And you look at the total yards for Alabama, 74-47 for Mississippi. And you look now, as far as our score being 7-0, it's because of the special team short field that was created off the special teams miscue. But a nice drive here to start the second quarter for Mississippi here. This is now, when you look at it, they're having an opportunity for 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Mississippi, or the Alabama All-Stars rather, and split backs for Maddox Jr., one receiver to his left, two to his right, as he's going to call for it, and he's looking to his right, and he's going to scramble and be sacked on the play. Great job.
Malik blocked him, Pike Road. Nice play right there.
Coach, you called that by the linebacker or the defensive lineman getting great penetration and being able to come away with the tackle and finish. Maddox tried to scramble, and if he was able to get past that line of scrimmage, he would have had great yardage, but nice open field tackle. 2nd and 14 now. Maddox Jr. split backs, two receivers to his right, one to his left, and he's going to hand that one off to his H-back, and he's going to get tag-teamed on that one. Looks like Tyler Hicks is going to be in on it along with Beeman. Yeah. We've called his name a few times here in the first half, and you look at the handoff given to Nate Blunt the fourth, and you have a couple of bodies there to make the tackle, and now again, money down. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12. One receiver to his left, two to his right, split backs. High snap that goes to the 41, and Maddox Jr. looking down the field, keeps his eyes down the field, almost has it complete.
What a play.
And he does have it complete to Burnside. Great job of keeping your eyes up and down the field after the high snap and him having to go get it in an even better route by Stonka Burnside there, Coach.
These are tough situations for defenses because now the offense catches some rhythm. It's going to be tough to get a stop here. We need our defense to bow their neck.
1st and 10 from the Alabama 13-yard line, and it's going to be a handoff, and not much movement there as big number 0
Kevin
from
Norwood.
Yes, sir, from Theodore High School, plays for Steve Mass, 6'2", 305 pounds, has recently changed his commitment, going to commit to Troy. Play for the Trojans, Coach.
Yeah, big D-line, Jamari Payne in there as well, man. Big D-line for the South, or for the Alabama team, excuse me.
2nd and 9 from the 12-yard line, moving from left to right as you're listening on the AHSA Radio Network and watching on WOTM. Maddox Jr. checking with his players and coaches at the sideline, split backs, receiver to his left, two to his right. He's looking to his right. He's going to roll left, keeps his eyes down the field, floats it up into the back of the end zone, and there's going to be a pass interference call on that play. And it's going to be half the distance there, Coach, as it looks like that pass interference call is going to be called on Jalen Mbakwe.
Yeah, we got a little pressure right there. It was a nice sub by Coach Derek Scott, coaching the D-line here today. I got our fresh D-line, got a little pressure, and he threw a little jump ball. And, Jalen's been playing quarterback for the last 14, 15 weeks. So, going back to kind of his original position, playing corner, probably what he'll be playing for the University of Alabama. And, it's tough to kind of get back into that rhythm in just 2 or 3 days. But obviously he's a super talented kid, and, he's holding his own against some of the best in the state, Mississippi.
2nd down and goal to go from the 6-yard line as a new quarterback keeper, and he's going to walk into the end zone is Petty. Trey Petty, 6'1", 200-pound quarterback from Starkville. A big-time entertainment touchdown for the Mississippi All-Stars, and he just walks in, Coach.
Yeah, it's tough. The 3rd and 9 is the critical play right there. They got the snap over his head, and a great play by A.J. Maddox, and got the first down, and that sets you up to catch some rhythm and find a way in the end zone right there.
Coach, you mentioned how it can happen for you in regards to converting on that mistimed snap that he was able to look downfield and find that receiver. Hayden Wolf with the point after. We'll see if his point after is true and good from Clinton High School. And it is up, and it is good. And here with 9:38 remaining in the second quarter in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, we are tied at 7 apiece. And you look at this replay. Look at the high snap that the quarterback, A.J. Maddox Jr., had to get. He avoids being sacked, looks down the field, and I thought it was going to be incomplete, but he's able to find his wide receiver on the right, and then they switch quarterbacks as Trey Petty is able to get a little RPO and get in there.
Yeah, it was a little counter read, pulled the guard in the tackle, and he read it, and the end squeezed it, he pulled it, nobody was left. That was a nice play call by the Mississippi All-Stars.
And what's going to be huge, Coach, is when you do look at the fact that you're able to convert on those money downs. That's what hurts so much. And the fact that you had a high snap that went 20 yards over his head, and he's still able to recover it and look down the field and find a receiver. Not really the intended receiver either, but it's one that still ran the same route as the intended receiver, overthrew the intended receiver, and he was able to come underneath it and make a huge catch.
Players making plays. That's what that makes for good coaching.
It does. His Wolf's kick goes into the back of the end zone for a touchback. And in these all-star games, we do look at a 1st and 10. The ball would be brought out to the 30-yard line. 9:38 remaining in the second quarter. And now you do have a new quarterback coming in here to start this second quarter of action for the Alabama All-Stars. As we mentioned his name earlier, Roman Gagliano from Opelika High School, but he was kicking for the Alabama All-Stars. Now he'll take it under center in the shotgun formation. One back to his left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and it's going to be a nice play call, and it's going to be received. A nice reception by Bryce Kane. 5'10", 140-pound senior speedster from Baker.
One of the things I really like about Roman, man, he's got a really quick release. And you see it right there on the slant routes. That are good throw and catch to Bryce Kane at Baker High School, man. Great play.
Kane going to be attending Auburn University, playing for Hugh Freeze. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 1 back to his left as he's rolling over. Has a side-on throw to Hollywood Williams, and he's going to be pushed out right around the 43-yard line. And it's going to be a 3-yard completion, but I like the side-on release.
Yeah, good.
Roman Gagliano.
Good throw and catch right there. Really accurate throw on the smash route. Little sprint out smash route right there. Corner by the number 2. Hitch by number 1. Just get it out there to Ryan in space. Good start.
And look, as we take a timeout on the field, 9 minutes remaining, 7-7 our score here in this 37th Alabama versus Mississippi football all-star game. AHSAA reclassification special coming to you Monday at 9:30 a.m. live from Montgomery, Alabama. And that you can find on WOTM and the AHSAA television network. You don't want to miss the reclassification special that will affect the entire state of Alabama. 7 classes in our state, 1A through 7A, as we expanded a few years ago to the 7A classifications. Used to have 6, used to call it the Super 6, now it's the Super 7 in the state, and you'll see some teams go up in classification, some drop down. You have the competitive balance factor that's taken into effect here as well, so there'll be a lot of chatter amongst the entire state with this reclassification. And the Alabama All-Stars moving from right to left here in the second quarter at M.M. Roberts Stadium. 2nd and 7 from the 44-yard line. And Gagliano hands the football off to his big back, Jamarian Burnett.
Andalusia running back, really big body back, man. Love those guys. Get downhill with them. Get you into a 3rd and short right here.
And I love 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 2 now from their own 49-yard line. And you have 8:38 remaining here in the second quarter of action with the clock winding. 7-7.
Looked like big Cade Martin lost his helmet. Hewitt Trustful O-lineman, so we had to replace O-lineman. Hopefully that doesn't affect us here on the 3rd and short.
Gagliano in the pistol. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Going to hand it off to Burnett. Burnett is going to dive over defenders, and he's going to have enough for that black diamond asphalt paving first down for the Alabama All-Stars.
Love the play call. 22 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs. Get the ball downhill with a big body back right there on 3rd and short.
1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars from Mississippi's 48-yard line. And coming into the game now, looks like we are going to have an official timeout on the field and going to see what we have going on here, whether it's an official timeout for television or what we have is there's monitors on the field, Coach, in regards to how they call the game. Monitors on the field by both the Alabama and Mississippi coaching staffs as we're going to play on. Gagliano going deep, and he's going to have Hollywood to the 10-5 touchdown. Alabama, big-time entertainment touchdown by Ryan Williams from 48 yards out. Absolute strike. Roman Gagliano to Ryan Hollywood Williams.
Yeah, little sluggo right there, little slant and go. Got the corner to bite, and great throw, man. Wide open receiver, so you want to make sure you just don't overthrow him right there. Great throw and catch. Ryan Williams doing what he does.
And after he takes that celebration, he just dives into the end, falls back into the end zone. And
having fun, man. All-star game. Love to see the kids having fun.
Towns Magoo, the place kicker from Auburn, will kick this lefty because he said his groin is bothering him. So the point after, he's going to go ahead and kick it right. And it is up and it is through. As you look now, as he's only available for point afters. Can't kick the football off, but 14-7. You see him limping off. He's doing his best to fight through this groin injury.
He is battling. He's a left-footed kicker. He just kicked that PAT right-footed.
14-7.
That's impressive.
7:37 in the second quarter as you look at the big-time strike, and Gagliano is going to Ryan Hollywood Williams. That's a 5-play, 70-yard drive, 2 minutes and 1 second. As you look, as Ryan Williams, a nice pump fake, got the defender to bite, and he was toast, as all Hollywood Williams had to do was put his hands underneath it, but the pump fake is really what got the DB to bite, Coach.
That was a really nice route. Really good job by the quarterback, giving the play fake. And then, like I said, great throw. Just don't overthrow him. That's really the whole thing right there. Don't overthrow him. Give him a chance to go make the play.
And the DB who was beat on the play, Patrick Broomfield from Clarksdale, he just couldn't keep up. He looked in the backfield, and like you said, that sluggo, he went ahead and bid on the stop. Well, Ryan Williams decided to go. And where did he go? Into the house. Give him 6 points as Alabama now leads 14-7 in this 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. And Gagliano with a squid kick right down the middle of the field, and we'll see it roll out of bounds before anyone touches it. So you should see the penalty flag come out, and it'll be interesting to see whether they ask him to kick again or they take the field position.
I think I'd probably take the field position. I don't think you're going to be setting up a return on those kicks.
Well, you look here, the quarterbacks. Jared Hollins, 6 out of 9 for 44 yards. Roman Gagliano, 3 out of 3 for 62 yards and a touchdown. And very effective from the total yardage standpoint.
They're doing a really good job of throwing and catching the ball. Again, those are things that we take for granted sometimes, but when you got new players and limited time to coach and teach, getting the chemistry down and the timing down is a big deal. And you're seeing a lot of talented kids throw and catch the ball, and good protection from the O-line too.
61 degrees here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi for this 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, and they'll take the penalty at the 35-yard line. It'll be a shotgun snap here for Trey Petty, and Trey Petty is going to hand this football off. Coach, not a lot of room there before Norwood from Theodore High School blows it up.
I think Bobby Pruitt was in on that too. Both those Theodore guys tag teaming it together, man. Really nice job by both of them.
The split back formation as they hand the football off to Chris Davis, and not a lot of movement there available for him. And now you're looking at second and 11, split backs. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, coming up for Trey Petty. Petty takes the shotgun snap, looks to his left, throws over the head of the intended wide receiver, Michael Johnson Jr., the 6'3" wide receiver from South Panola.
Yeah, again, little timing route right there, and Mbakwe in great coverage.
Michael Johnson Jr. offers from Jackson State, Middle Tennessee State, Louisville, UAB, South Alabama, Memphis, just to name a couple, has 684 yards receiving. And once again, you have two receivers to his left, one to his right, split back formation for Trey Petty. Petty drops back, and he's going to step up into the pocket, scrambling, and he's going to quarterback slide, gives his body up.
Oh, no.
And
got a penalty.
they're probably going to call, because he gave himself up, they're probably going to call a personal foul.
Yeah.
Because he did slide feet first, and coming in to try to make the tackle was Tyler Hicks.
That's such a tough play for the defenders, man. They're coming in to make a tackle, quarterback slides. You know, you're already moving that way. It's a bang-bang play, but, you know, on the official side of it, they gotta protect the players, man. And so, you know, it's just one of those. It's a tough penalty to take, but it's part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a free 15, and at this point in time, what you do is you take any yards you can get. If you're the Mississippi All-Stars, Ben Blackman not happy at all about the call, talking to the officials about it and saying, look, it was not intentional, and he didn't do anything that you really would think would warrant that type of call, but the quarterback slid feet first, and that's why the flag came out.
Yeah, you got to protect the quarterback, and I get it on Coach Blackman's side. It's just what do you tell the guy on defense? But it's part of it.
Two receivers to the left, split back formation, and there's going to be a run on the play, trying to bust through a tackle, keeping his feet churning was Gavin Griffin from Velma Jackson. And there's another penalty flag, more laundry as you look at this handoff, and Jackson following behind his big old line and keeps his feet churning and busts out of one tackle. And I don't know what the penalty here is going to be. It's going to say it's a face mask. Face mask, another 15, Coach. So you look
at two big penalties right there.
Coach,
big
chunk
penalties.
yardage,
Yeah.
30 yards.
Yeah.
Worth of free yardage for Mississippi in this situation. And
really good timeout right here by Coach Blackman, man. This is really smart. Settle your guys down and give them a chance to bow their neck down here in the red zone.
1st and 10. The ball's on the 13-yard line. The Alabama All-Stars leading 14-7 with 6:24 remaining in the second quarter here in this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi Football Classic. Corey LeBounty along with Zach Golson joining you this afternoon. We want to thank you guys for tuning in and want you to tune in to the City of Jasper Christmas Classic on WOTM December 19th and 20th. Plenty of exciting action and talents. And you also feature plenty of Alabama team's talent, as it will be in-state action versus out-of-state action, all in the City of Jasper Christmas Classic 2023 style, December 19th and 20th. So if you love high school hoops on WOTM, you need to tune in December 19th and 20th and watch all those teams play.
We got McAdory, Bob Jones, Huffman, Paul Bryant, Jasper, Coleman, Central Phoenix City, Mountain Brook. You know, Jasper's going to be there, man. It'll be some great games right there.
And you just, when you look at the talent level that's going to be in that, it's going to be elite, just like the elite talent we're seeing today here in this 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Classic. And 1st and 10 now, the ball on the 18-yard line. Two backs to the left. It's going to be Petty rolling out to his right, and he's going to be having pressure. He's looking and looking. He's going to get it away to the back. It's floated out.
Oh, what a play.
And knocked away by the defensive back, Bradley Shaw from Hoover. And really, he timed it to knock it away, not timed it to intercept it. But look, he was able to stay up on his feet. Was Petty. That was amazing in and of itself.
Yeah, these quarterbacks for the Mississippi team, Petty and A.J. Maddox, man, they're playing really high-level football right now. And the defensive line for Alabama is getting after him pretty good. So challenging to play that position when you got that kind of pressure, but they're both doing a really nice job.
2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line of the South. And split backs, receiver to the left, two to the right. And he's going to take this snap is Petty. He's going to not hand it off, but immediately pressure up the middle. He's still keeping his eyes down the field. He's going to just throw it away. Tremendous pressure. And they're going to throw another penalty flag. They're going to say roughing the passer after the play, personal foul. So you go from 2nd and 10 to this is the 3rd penalty on this drive called against the Alabama All-Stars. And I know Ben Blackman probably wants to lose his headset over there as you look at Petty rolling out to his right, being pressured up the middle. Great pressure by Malik Blockton. And after, they're going to say that he was hit high, and it's going to give an opportunity to be 2nd and 1 on the 9-yard line.
Yeah, that was going to make it 3rd and 10 right there. That's a tough penalty. You know, Cam Pruitt's probably got to pull up a little bit. But, it's another one of those. It's bang, bang. It's on their sideline. So, you know, the Mississippi coaching staff is screaming for the penalty. Probably influenced the call a little bit there.
2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line. Petty rolling out to his right with Lee Brock. It's either the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. And let's see if they're going to give it to him. Touchdown.
We got a holding. We got a holding.
Petty.
Got a holding on the Mississippi team right here.
What you say, Coach?
Yeah.
They're going to throw a flag on Mississippi on this drive? And we have a little extracurricular after the play as well. And there's going to be a flag thrown into the end zone after the play for some extracurricular activities. So we're going to have 2 flags. We'll see if they're offset or what we have. And you know the competition level is extremely high here as the Alabama and Mississippi All-Stars looking to battle it out as referee Matt Calvert will have to sort this out with his crew as to exactly what we're going to have.
Yeah, I didn't see the penalty in the end zone. I saw the hole. The hole was pretty obvious right here on the front side, outside zone. Ran a little Q stretch. It was a nice run by the quarterback, and I didn't see exactly what extracurricular happened, but you know, we'll see what the referees sort out right here.
6:02 remaining in the second quarter. 14-13 our score. If the quarterback touchdown does stand, it was a scramble by Petty. He just followed his split back blockers.
Yeah, we should get a holding, which will move it back to the 20, and we just got to see if it's offsetting or goes one way on the penalties, but on the post play penalties. But we should get a holding call, back them up to whatever it is, the 19-yard line, and then we'll go from there.
And again, it's one of those that 6:02 remaining, Coach.
Yeah.
Both states. You get along off the field, but when you get in between these 4 lines and this 110 yards or whatever it is, you know that it's an all-out war.
Yeah, it's an emotional game. People forget that sometimes. You're putting your body on the line out there, and so it's emotional, and every play matters. And you know, these guys care about it. That's why that's why they get after each other like this. They're both sides are competitive and want to win, and you know, so. Things like that, that's a little bit part of it, but try to control it. Never want to see it get to where it's too crazy, but both sides getting after each other. What I see is 2 teams that care, want to compete, want to be successful. So.
And the referees are breaking up their huddle here. We'll see. Hopefully no ejections.
Holding against the offense. Unsportsmanlike conduct against number 18. It's his first of the game. Both fields are being forced. 2nd down.
So we'll see the holding come up first on this play. Coach Udine knows that quickly. He grabbed him right by his jersey before he was able to get in. And now at the end, you saw Kirkpatrick hit him. And penalties will wind up offsetting one another. So you take the touchdown off the board. And Kirkpatrick and Petty got into a little extracurricular activity and talking with one another and a little pushing and shoving, going back and forth between both of the teams. And again, when we look to redo the situation, Ben Blackman asking and going over to Matt Calvert for an explanation.
Yeah.
Here, Coach.
What Coach is asking is, how are we the only one that got a penalty right there? How is that not offsetting? You know, what you don't want to see is the referees affect the game. You know what I mean? Two groups of guys pushing and shoving. You can't just call out one guy in that situation. I don't like that. Let's let the players play it out on the field. Now we're going to put this back into a 2nd and 1 situation instead of a 3rd and 11, which is what it should be, So that's a tough call against the Alabama team right there.
It does take the points off of the board, so that part is good for the Alabama All-Stars, and it'll be a redo now. 2nd and 1 from the 9-yard line. Petty in the shotgun. He's going to hand it up right up the middle, and looks like enough yardage will be gained for this first down for Chris Davis, as all he needed was a yard, and it will bring up 1st and goal for the Mississippi All-Stars from the 6-yard line, Coach.
Yeah, this is a tough situation for the defense. You got to find a way to bow your neck and get a stop right here.
2 receivers to his right, split backs, and 1 receiver to the left. He's going to hand it off to the 10-yard line to Griffin. He's pushed out of bounds. Great job by number 99, Cameron. Correction, that's going to be Jamari Payne.
Yep.
And Payne
Lochapoka, baby.
In the house is Lochapoka, 6'3", 250-pound defensive lineman.
That's right. Rico Newton, baby. Give him a shout-out. Poke away.
2nd and goal now, and they're going to officially spot this at the 8-yard line. Split backs, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Petty is going to have a check with me, and it would be huge for the Mississippi All-Stars to score here, but it'd even be even bigger for Alabama to come away with a goal line stand. And there's going to be penalty flags pre-snap.
Timeout. Mississippi.
Last time out of the half for Mississippi.
Before he was thrown, they said, look, play clock's hitting 000s. Let's go ahead and call the timeout.
Really great game, man. Just fun to see the competitiveness on both sides. 14-7, over midway to go in the second quarter. A lot of fun just to see both teams getting after each other. I said this yesterday about the North-South, and I said the same thing about this game, that I thought both games will be very competitive, really good players on both sides. Both sides got great coaching staffs. This is what you want to watch.
Here we go, the Mississippi All-Star game, the 37th meeting, series history. Alabama leads 25-11, have won the last 3 in this contest, 14-10 a year ago, 20-0 in 2021, and 19-7 in 2020. The first meeting in 1988 at Ladd Peebles Stadium in Mobile, Alabama, and we've seen it go to the Crampton Bowl. We saw it move here to Mississippi as well, but the Alabama All-Stars trying to get their 4th win in a row, and that would be huge for head coach Ben Blackman. But what is here at stake is now a goal to go. 2nd down and 8 yards. Really 2nd and goal from the 8 for the Mississippi All-Stars. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation for Petty. Petty checking the clock. Runs to his right, pressure up the middle, and he bounces out, and he's just going to run out of bounds before the tackle for loss. But what a great job of the pressure by Malik Blockton.
Yeah, Pike Road, Granger Shook.
Active.
Yeah, Granger Shook, head football coach at Pike Road, good friend of mine. Told me he's really high on Malik Blockton, Auburn commit. Says he's a great kid and obviously a really great football player. Hey, great job there by Cameron Pruitt pulling up right there, corrected himself from the mistake he made last time. Now we got him in a 3rd and long.
3rd and goal, coach, from the 16-yard lines now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, split backs for the quarterback, Trey Petty. Petty going to take the snap after a check with me, and he's looking a little RPO, pulls it, looking. He's dancing around to the right, and pressure coming. He's going to go ahead and throw it as he's running out of bounds. A jump ball knocked away at the last minute here by Alabama's Jaden Lewis from Anniston High School, knocks it away. And that was a big-time play as he had time as the pocket collapsed. Jump ball won by no one except the Alabama defense as they were able to tip it away. It brings up now a 3rd and 16. 3rd and goal to go from the 16-yard line. And there's a penalty flag.
Lost it down.
An eligible man downfield. An eligible man downfield right there. They're going to take the penalty and lose the down, so we'll have 4th down right here.
And we saw a lot of that in the 2023 Iron Bowl, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And now what you're also seeing here in this Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game is 4th and goal from the 21. 38-yard field goal upcoming here for Hayden Wolf. No rush, but you can go ahead and jump as high as you can to try to block it and get the time in. And the field goal is up, has enough leg, and it is good. So that is a nice strike through the uprights.
Good snap, good hold, good kick right there.
And Wolf is able to knock that one through, and our new score with 4:33 remaining here in the second quarter. Alabama 14, Mississippi 10, as we're bringing you the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Game Classic, whatever you would like to call it. It can be an All-Star Classic. Corey LeBounty, along with the head coach of the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings, Zach Golson, here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, on the beautiful campus. We're at the Rock, is what they call this here.
Sir.
And what's funny is
it's a great stadium, man. Great stadium to play a high school game, college game. This is a really cool atmosphere.
the staff on Alabama's All-Stars give Coach Kelly a hard way to go and say, look, all these great names that are around this Ring of Honor, Coach Kelly, your name is missing.
Yeah, he made it to the NFL, man, so he was a good player here.
I love when the coaches give each other a hard way to go. Yesterday in the North-South game, I know your squad liked to talk with one another too, and it's going to be returned from the 1-yard line, a fast, quick return all the way up to the 27-yard line. We'll see if they officially mark it at the 26. That return by Dre Kirkpatrick from Gadsden City, and Kirkpatrick, of course, the University of Alabama verbal commit.
So great to see the guys that are committed to the big schools still here playing in the game. You kind of mentioned Ryan Williams. You know, it's a lot of fun to see these guys play in this game.
Absolutely, and once again, we are at 14-10 is our score here in this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi Football All-Star Classic. Corey LeBounty along with Zach Golson enjoy bringing you the rain-free first half of football here. Gagliano with the receiver to his right, two to his left. A back lined up to his left. Gagliano going through his reads, looking, throws down the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by the Mississippi All-Stars, Patrick Broomfield, who was beat earlier by Ryan Hollywood Williams.
Yep.
Redeems himself with the interception there.
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons from Benjamin Russell came in the game right there. They tried to hit him on a corner route, and DB corner right there sank under it, made a nice play.
And Gagliano had plenty of time to throw that football. Just his receiver, like you mentioned, Simmons not having a chance to come back, and two DBs were underneath it. It would either been picked off or knocked away because Simmons didn't even have a chance to battle for that football. So one outstanding throw by Gagliano, one that he would like to have back there. 1st and 10 from the north from the 50-yard line. Two wide receivers stacked to the right, one to the left. Split backs in the backfield for Mississippi at the 50. Quick throw in the flat. Out to number 5, Stonka Burnside, the 6'1", 206-pound wide receiver from Starkville, gets a couple on the play.
It was a big stop earlier for our defense to hold them to a field goal. We put them into a tough bind, a change of possession, real quick on them, so they got to step up right here.
2nd and 8 from the 48 of Alabama. Maddox Jr. now in the game on a draw, quarterback
nice
draw,
tackle.
and a beautiful open field tackle there. Tyler Hicks from Thompson. Mm-hmm. If you're coached by Mark Freeman, you're coached up pretty well offensively and defensively. That's why they won 4 out of the last 5 state championships in 7A. But you look at the different dynamic between the two quarterbacks for Mississippi, Trey Petty and A.J. Maddox Jr., and now we're in money down. 3rd and 8 from the 48 of Alabama.
Yeah, Sean DeFore, defensive coordinator over there at Thompson. He does a great job with those defensive guys. His whole staff does a great job. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting situation here, 3rd and 8. Both those quarterbacks, man, really athletic, extend the plays, doing a good job for
all-star
Mississippi.
rules infraction against the defense. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
They called a snap infraction. on that penalty?
They said a rules infraction.
Okay, so that's what we have monitors on the field. Each team has monitors behind the field, probably about 40 yards behind the line of scrimmage, that can signal into the official as to whether there's a violation occurring by either squad, and it results in a free 5 yards. And there's going to be a completion to the back out of the backfield. Burnside is he's going to spin around as the officials are right on top of that to make sure that no extracurricular activity takes place on that sidelines. But here it is, a quick throw, and he hits the circle button, does Burnside, and he spins out and pushed out right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah,
but
had a little block in the back. They got away with that one right there, but still got them, -5, so 2nd and 15.
Here we go now with the Mississippi All-Stars split backs for Maddox Jr. 2 receivers to his right. He's going to hand it to his split back running back, and a great open field tackle. Tag teamed on that was Quentin Reese. Quentin Reese, 215-pound linebacker from Ramsey.
Yeah, Jeremiah Beeman from Parker also in on the play. It's a nice tackle by both those guys.
And that's how you get it done, and it's going to bring money down. 3rd and 12, and looks like we're going to have a timeout here called on the field, and I think that will be the last timeout of the half, and we'll take a quick timeout. 14-10 our score here.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amanda brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back here to M.M. Roberts Stadium on the campus of Southern Mississippi. 3rd down and 12 yards to go, and Mississippi decides to go ahead and have a quarterback keeper, and Beeman again being very active.
Coach Derek Scott, man, he does such a great job with the D-line. He's the DC today, and he's doing a great job. That D-line's getting pressure almost every play.
Jeremiah Beeman being in the backfield and comes away with a tag team with Norwood, and that's about 500 pounds of beef laying on top of you on this field, and it brings up 4th down. He does a nice little dance afterwards. I like the fact that, yes, when you have fun in an all-star game, 2:45 remaining, 4th and 16 now. 14-10 our score. Alabama leads Mississippi. Corey LeBounty along with Zach Golson joining you on this broadcast. We want to thank you for tuning in and listening in as well. Punting the football away, and there's going to be a pre-snap penalty, Coach.
Yeah, we got Mbakwe and Ryan Williams back to return. That is a problem back there, I'm going to tell you right now.
If I'm the kicker right now, Hayden Wolf, I'm angling it away. As you look at Big Beeman over there after making that nice dance, he's having to get himself stretched out. And that's what you have. You look, you pull a muscle, or you make that dance, you make that big-time play, and now you're right, Coach. I would definitely angle this one away because how they're stacked, Ryan Williams and Mbakwe are on top, one in front of the other. Mbakwe in front of Williams, so you don't know who's going to break right or who's going to break left.
That is an issue back there, big
so
issue.
Here is the punt coming right around from the 44-yard line. He's going to punt it, almost blocked.
Oh, what a kick.
And Williams sees it, soars. He's going to field it at the 8. And he's going to tippy-toe, wait to put it in acceleration, and he's going to be tackled in the open field at the 40. And Ryan Williams can go 0 to 100 in probably 3 seconds, was waiting on that time to turn it up in gear.
If he got outside of that guy, it could have been a problem. That was a nice open field tackle, one-on-one tackle right there by Mississippi.
Absolutely a great open field, but Williams was able to field the kick over his shoulder.
That was a great punt.
Turn around, see the vision there, but it's 1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars on their own 16-yard line. 2:11 left. Here we go with the 2-minute drill as Jared Hollins from Mary G. Montgomery returns the quarterback. In the pistol formation, one to his right. He's going to hand it off to the Thompson running back. And Green, Arrington Green, is able to squish forward for a couple positive yardage on first down, Coach. I know you like to see whether it's even 1 or 2 yards positive yardage on first down.
Yeah, I like to get it off to a good start right there. Now we have one-on-one coverage up there to the top. See if they take advantage of it.
And here we are now. No timeouts. That is one for the Alabama All-Stars. 2nd and 8 from the 18. Hollins with the back to his left, looking down the middle, and it's going to be a pre-snap penalty. Not sure if it's going to be a false start.
Yeah, false start right there. We moved a little early.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense.
So now that will make it 2nd and 13 from their own 13-yard line as Jared Hollins checks with Jeff Kelly, the offensive coordinator, signaling in the call.
You got the lead right here. You got to be smart with the ball. We've got 1:36 to go. Let's just make sure we take care of it, make sure we have the lead at the half.
2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Shifting over Green to his right. Now shifting him back over to his left. Adjusting the offense is Hollins. Takes the shotgun snap. Rolling to his right. Looking, has pressure coming from the backside. Uses those long legs to run. He's to the 20. He's to the 25. He's going to get out to the 28-yard line.
Down.
Long strides by quarterback Jared Hollins. That's a black diamond. Asphalt paving, first down. Hollins surveying the field, makes the defender. Big number 78 on the tackle. Caden Hodges from Tupelo, 6'4", missed him initially. Great job of dancing and picking up that first down. 1:15, Coach.
Yeah, one of the things you love to see is Jared getting him in the right formation, making sure we got the right protection right there. It's a good job by Jared making a play.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pressure again. He's going to step up into the pocket, avoids the sack, the first sack, and then backside help comes, and they're going to drop Hollins right at the 20-yard line. As I think we may have a timeout here by Alabama using their final timeout of the first half.
Alabama.
And it is going to be a timeout.
Yeah, that's tough. They had soft coverage. They were looking to hit the post to Bryce Kane, it looked like. And, Jared tried to step up, maybe be a little bit more decisive. Can't take sacks in this 2-minute situation.
Coach, you're an offensive guru, offensive coordinator. You were their state championship team. You were the offensive coordinator for the McGill-Tulane Yellow Jackets as they won the state championship. So offensive pedigree for you for sure.
Yeah, I don't know about offensive guru. That might be a little excessive, but I've been very fortunate. Got to work with Caleb Ross there at McGill. A lot of what we do stems from his mind, his organization. Really thankful for the opportunity he gave me there, and then to keep working and, continuing to get better at my craft under Ernest Hill. I was very fortunate. The run we had there was extremely special. And then get to work for Kenny King at Daphne. He's so good with the kids and all the things that he does with their program, but been very fortunate.
2nd and 17 for Alabama All-Stars from their own 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hollins looking down and going to have pressure coming from the backside. He rolls out, gets past the line of scrimmage, back to the original line of scrimmage. He's able to step out of bounds and stop the clock. It looks like it's going to be right at 3rd and 10, possibly 3rd and 11, being able to get 7 on that. So we'll officially call it 3rd and 11 here with 48 seconds remaining in the first half. 14-10, Alabama leads Mississippi.
Yeah, the defense really closed the gap down fast. A lot of speed on the field, obviously on both sides. So get back in a 3rd and manageable right here. Let's see if we can get the first down and keep the chains moving.
Well, you have the explosiveness of the receivers to do so. 1 receiver to the far right being Simmons, 2 to the left. Hollins drops back and throws it, and it's complete to Simmons, and he's dumped on his head as he's undercut. Could have been a nasty fall in that situation, but glad to see Simmons pop right back up.
Yeah, we got to push that route a little bit further. We say Fargo. We got to know how far to go. It's 3rd and 10 right there. We got to push that route to at least 12 yards. That way you can come back to the ball and still have a chance to get your first down.
Brings up now 4th down and 10, as that was a gain of 1 yard on the play, and now punting this football away will be the young man who just made the catch, going to Auburn. Shows his versatility, being able to punt this football away. Malcolm Simmons, the tremendous athlete from Benjamin Russell. He's going to punt it away, and what a kick, and he angles it to where he's going to have a nice end-over-end hop, and we'll see where they're officially going to spot it right at the 36-yard line of Mississippi. Alabama leads 14-10 with 34 seconds. Coach, right here, if you're Mississippi, do you go ahead and Judd Boswell, do you go ahead and take one shot?
Yeah, man, if you can get a one-on-one matchup, I love giving a guy a chance right here. If you can get a one-on-one, if you can, and in this game, you're going to get a lot of one-high one-on-one, so it might be worth taking a shot with a one-on-one and just see if you can get it in the field goal range. It's tough versus Mbakwe, though. I don't know if that's the one-on-one that you want to go at.
I agree with you there. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, split backs for Petty. Trey Petty drops back, and he's going to quickly release. It's going to be complete.
Ball.
And the ball is loose. It's going to be scooped up by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick stops. He cuts across the 30, cuts back to the right sidelines. He's at the 20, the 15. He's going to be down to the 16-yard line. A huge turnover by the Mississippi All-Stars with less than 38 seconds remaining, Coach.
Yeah, it was a nice play right there by Kirkpatrick. You know, it's tough. You throw a hitch out there, try to give your guy a chance to make a play, and it ends up going the other way.
Great strip. It's a tackle, a strip, and
a
he's
recovery.
also able to do it all. You can see he gets it from his daddy. From his daddy, Dre Kirkpatrick, doing great things now for the University of Alabama. Is going to see his son attend the University of Alabama, but that was an outstanding play. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line with 20 seconds remaining. Jared Hollins takes back over, a back to his left, and he's going to look down the middle, throw it out to his right, wide open, coming out of the H-back position. And you like to see that reception there by big number 34, the H-back, Donovan Price from Hewitt-Trussville.
Yeah, great player, man. I saw him in the spring versus Charles Henderson. He's a really, really good football player. Big body, good hands, good soft hands. Tough situation without our field goal kicker here. 15 seconds to go, no timeouts. Got to manage the situation right here.
1st and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Time and game management. 15 seconds remaining. The ball on the 4-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. Shotgun snap taken by Hollins. Low snap. He's going to roll to his right. Looking, throws it, and it's going to be dropped. Dropped in the end zone by his wide receiver, Malcolm Simmons.
Yeah, it was tough. It was tight coverage. There was a DB there. I don't think he saw him. That was a tight window throw. It's okay, though. We're fine. We've got 10 seconds, 2 plays right here. I don't know if we want to try to kick it. It's basically a PAT. He can still kick it from there.
Rolls to his right, throws across his body to his left, and Simmons wasn't able to actually step into the pass or the reception and catch it. But now 2nd and goal from the 4 with 10 seconds remaining. Hollins takes the shotgun snap, looks to his left. It's a fade right in the back of the end zone.
Ryan Williams. Woo!
Ryan Hollywood Williams with the touchdown reception. And that is on the money. A 4-yard fade route that was thrown by Jared Hollins.
What a throw, what a catch right there on the fade route. Ryan Williams, Alabama commit. Mr. Football, what else can you say, man? Just keeps making plays.
Great touch on the ball by Jared Hollins. You wanted to see that Mobile to Mobile connection. 251 is in the house, Coach.
Yeah, they just gave me a cramp in my left leg. I just locked up in here. Man, that was a beautiful throw, beautiful catch, great play call, great clock management right there by Alabama coaching staff.
Coach, points off of turnovers is what's huge, and this point after pending. Kicker comes out Towns Magoo from Auburn and has it blocked, no good. And when you don't have the leg and the lift that you need, you're not able to get that ball up. But 20-10, 5 seconds remaining. Jared Hollins with a 4-yard touchdown to Ryan Hollywood Williams in the left corner of the end zone. A nice little fade route, jump ball, it goes up, and you have to absolutely love the fact it's the turnover, the strip, the turnover, the points, and you look at the intercept, or rather the strip, and the fumble recovery. Time management was what we were looking for. Kirkpatrick cut back left, cut back right on the turnover and chasing him down from behind, but Hollins with a nice one-step fade route. Coach, how many times have y'all worked on that in practice?
So many times, man, and Jared does such a great job of being poised in the situation. We saw that so many times in the playoffs where we were behind late game situations, and he just kept making plays to give us a chance to win the game. Really, really good job right there down there in the red zone. No timeouts, field goal kicker hurting. Put the points on the board to get a 10-point lead before the half.
And it's going to be a squid kip as they're going to try to run the clock out. It's going to be returned by Mississippi, and he's going to be swallowed up as we're going to have time expire here in the first half of this 37th Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Football Classic. Ben Blackman saying, hey, guys, let's take this to the locker room with the 20-10 lead. Jared Hollins at halftime, 8 out of 13 for 128 yards and 1 touchdown. Roman Gagliano, 3 out of 4, 62 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT. And you have to love the camaraderie that you're seeing from these Alabama All-Stars. 20-10 is our score here at halftime. Alabama, as you see Petty's highlights, he walks the RPO in as Mississippi gets on the board, and the late touchdown throw to Ryan Hollywood Williams, high points to football, and the Mr. Football, the reigning Mr. Football, punches it in. We'll be right back, coming back here, the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Getting it done the right way.
Can a 10-minute oil change really get your car taken care of the right way? When you take your car to the shop for an oil change, wouldn't it be nice to know that it was inspected to make sure it's truly safe for your next 3,000 to 5,000 miles? Don't let 10 minutes cost you way more than time. Get your car taken care of the right way at Wright Tire and Service in Sylacauga.
Getting it done the right way.
Sylacauga, we are your hometown dealer. 3 locations: Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Avoid big city prices. Shop local and save with 0% financing. 0%. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. We even offer mobile service, or we can pick up and deliver. No charge. Lower prices. Better service. We are your hometown dealer. Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Right here in Sylacauga.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. That definitely embarrassed a smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amana brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Welcome back to the 65th annual AHSAA North-South game, in which we saw the North be beat on a last-second field goal. 31-28 was the final score, with the South finding a way to come back and defeat the North. It was back and forth. The South did not have the lead until the last couple of minutes of this game, Coach, and I know that it was just a tremendously played contest. The coaches did a wonderful job. The players did a wonderful job. Even though we had an injury in the first quarter in which someone had to go out on the stretcher, it didn't curtail the finish of this game.
Well, hopefully that guy, he'll be okay, and I'm sure they'll get him where they need to go. But it was fun watching these guys that we've heard about, the Nick Clarks, the Fluff Bothwells from Adiana. You know, we've heard about them, everybody in the South, in the North, but to watch them actually compete and to compete at the level that these guys compete at today was it was just awesome. And to be a part of it and to watch those guys compete, and those guys are going to be successful to the next level because you can tell they love to play the game and they love to play it at a high level.
And that's exactly what we saw, the game be played at a high level, 31-28. As you look at the first half highlights coming your way, you see McCreary from Montgomery Catholic picked off by Gordo's defender in the back of the end zone, and Josh Flowers tries to answer, and that one is intercepted as well. And you look at Fleff Bothwell being tackled in the open field by Brandon Purifoy. He had a solid defensive game, and the turnovers by the South led to points by the North, as Floyd from Hewitt-Trussville is able to score some points off of turnovers, and they let him dance and celebrate. Nick Clark, he dashes to the end zone untouched to get the South on the board as well. And you see the special teams miscue there, and it's interesting to see the special teams actually won the football game after giving up points as well. The exact same call that we saw a fumble on, we saw Hall from Booker T. Washington running into the end zone. And then the second half highlights didn't disappoint. We're at 14 apiece. Fluff Bothwell bounces to the outside, puts the North back on top, 21-14. Then we see Nick Clark score his second touchdown in bulldozing fashion, bashes over defenders and finds his way into the end zone, 21 apiece. And then we were looking to see the North try to bounce back, but no, the South get on the board. You see Hall again with another catch from Booker T. Washington, and here's the field goal that to win it all, and this is a huge 31-28 win, and it was a great night here in Mobile, Alabama. The 65th annual did not disappoint. Terry Curtis and Corey LeBounty bringing you the 65th annual AHSAA Finals, 31-28. Thanks for joining us.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amana brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Sylacauga, we are your hometown dealer. 3 locations, Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Avoid big city prices. Shop local and save with 0% financing. 0%. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. We even offer mobile service, or we can pick up and deliver. No charge. Lower prices. Better service. We are your hometown dealer. Sarah Honda, Tony Sarah Ford, and Sarah Nissan. Right here in Sylacauga.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back to the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Classic here. Roberts Stadium in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The Alabama All-Stars lead 20-10 here at halftime. And joining us is Brandon Dean from the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Brandon, welcome. I know it's been a very busy couple of weeks here for the Alabama High School Athletic Association as we have the Super 7 in Tuscaloosa, which was an outstanding 1A through 7A week. And then you turn around with the North-South game in Friday. And then today culminating in the Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game.
Yeah, Corey, we had a busy but fun 3 weeks. Excited for our student athletes, our coaches, and member schools to support our student athletes these last 3 weeks. Been a great week.
I know that the excitement that goes in to the North-South game because it's state versus state, North versus South teams that you've heard about all year long. But now when you look at this Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, it's our entire state taking on that of Mississippi, and the competitiveness not only in the state offices is there from year to year, but for the players, you've seen the emotion on the field here in the first half as well.
It's funny to see how it starts out on Tuesday. It's kind of laid back, even keel, but the game time gets closer, the emotions come out, as you saw in the first half today.
And you see the Alabama All-Stars leading 20-10. I know that's a huge factor when you look at so far here. The weather in the first half has been favorable. It's been cloudy, and that's the way we want to keep it until we're packed up and ready to go here. But the amount of talent that we see from our student athletes across the state of Alabama, not only here showcased in football, but all the other events that the state puts on throughout the entire year to showcase our student athletes. The eSports Gaming Championships just concluded. You have the Super 7 and all the events that go into allowing student athletes to participate is huge.
Yes, to have this many events for our student athletes is big for our state. To have kids participate in everything from esports to bowling to football, cross country, volleyball, it's phenomenal.
Not only that, you also look at reclassification that's coming into effect on Monday. And every 2 years, the state of Alabama reclassifies 1A through 7A, and that's always something that gives us a lot to talk about throughout the entire state, because you have those that are happy about going up or going down, and the fans always probably blow up y'all's phone at the state office saying, well, why did we move up, whether it's competitive balance or why did we move down? But it's just that great time of year, the AHSAA reclassification special Monday at 9:30 a.m. live from Montgomery, Alabama on WOTM and the AHSAA television network. I know that that's always an exciting time for you guys in the office.
Yes, it's a great talking point for student athletes, coaches, member schools about where they're going the next 2 years. Very exciting time. I know Mondays be a lot of talk about who's going where, who they're playing and breathing play, so it's a very exciting time.
Well, I know also Brandon Dean, our guest here with the AHSAA, and you've done a tremendous job. I saw Alvin Briggs earlier today, and when he looks through, whether it's in Alabama, whether it's in Mississippi, the rotating of the sites, it's something that you have to be very happy with. And given the student athletes a week ago the venue to play at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and giving the fans and the cheerleaders and the band a true sense of what it's like to play on that college level, because many student athletes, they play their last game ever when they walk off the field at Bryant-Denny Stadium or Jordan-Hare Stadium or Protective Stadium. It's just an awesome event that's collaborated with our colleges and universities across the state of Alabama.
Yes, to play at Bryant-Denny, Protective, Jordan-Hare, it's great for our student athletes, for their lifelong memories, for them to create those lifelong memories and lasting friendships too that have been used in events we have throughout the state.
And you also have the band and the cheerleaders that get involved with our events, and there's just so many different ways that our student athletes can participate, not only athletically but academically. And I know Alvin Briggs has been huge, along with his predecessors, Steve Savarese, Mr. Washburn, about sportsmanship, and the AHSA has emphasized that and has classes, and these coaches really have bought in, and it starts from the top on down in regards to what you're trying to teach young student athletes coming up.
Yes, we're big on that from top to bottom, to learn how to win and lose with grace in class, because you can't win everything. So when you lose, it's a lifelong lesson to how you respond to the loss and how you act after your loss or win.
And today we're hoping that we can stay here in the AHSAA, the state of Alabama. We want that trophy to be showcased in Montgomery, the headquarters for the AHSAA, for another year. You don't want to give it up to Mr. Johnny Mims and the Mississippi Athletic Association. So it's going to be a tremendous second half. And Brandon, I can't thank you enough for taking time to join us in the work that you do with the AHSAA.
Thank you for having me.
Brandon Dean joining us. We'll be right back. 20-10, our score here in the Alabama versus Mississippi Football All-Star Classic.
You deserve a bonus. Get a new 55-inch 4K TV. Now at Sarah Nissan. 3 locations. Buy or lease any new Sarah Nissan and get a new 55-inch 4K TV, no charge. Event pricing on every new Nissan. 0% financing for 60 months and make 0 payments till next year. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. So come get your bonus at Sarah Nissan in Birmingham and Sylacauga. Plus, Tony Sarah Nissan in Coleman.
There's a lot in life to smile about. Are loose dentures or missing teeth keeping you from enjoying the things you love? Don't miss out on enjoying life's precious moments. You can be you again with affordable mini dental implants. You can smile again, laugh out loud, and have your self-confidence back. Let us help you make it memorable.
I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Alabama. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the AHSAA.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
Welcome back here to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where we're playing the 2023 Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Classic. Corey LeBounty along with Zach Golson joining you. And, Coach, 20-10 is our halftime score. And when you look at special teams and points off turnovers, that's what's been huge here in the first half.
Yeah, really good first half, very competitive on both sides. You know, the late touchdown right there on the turnover, that's tough. That's tough for the Mississippi team to handle that, I'm sure. A lot of momentum for the Alabama squad coming out of half. You know, Mississippi will get the ball back, so they'll get a chance to go down the field. But our defense has been pretty stingy, too.
Absolutely, and that's what it's going to be all about, being stingy in the second half. First half highlights here on WOTM. Special teams, Kirkpatrick, he goes ahead and applies the pressure from the outside, causing them to down the football at the 6. And Jamarian Burnett, the big back from 6 yards out, is able to score the first touchdown. And then you look at the nice throw, tight wire catch along the sidelines that leads to an RPO first score for the Mississippi All-Stars. He walks in, does Petty, and then Gagliano with a pump fake. Ryan Hollywood Williams is able to run underneath it, catch the football, and take it to the house for his first score. And then you look at a field goal as well for the Mississippi All-Stars that gives them 10. And then you look once again as right before the half, Kirkpatrick comes along, strips the football out, and then he scoops it up. He tries to score with it. He cuts back and forth and weaves his way all the way down to close to the 16-yard line. And then Jared Hollins, he has a nice soft fade route to Ryan Hollywood Williams, and that's 6 more for the Alabama All-Stars, and he does a little dance after getting in the end zone. Halftime stats, 20-10 our score. 53 rushing yards for Alabama, 26 for Mississippi. 190 total yards of offense for Alabama, 108 for Mississippi. You look at 243 total yards to 134 for Mississippi in the first downs. 9 for Alabama, 14 for Mississippi, because they've had sustained drives. Yards per play, 7.8 for Alabama, 3.6 for Mississippi. Red zone, perfect for Alabama, 2 out of 2, 2 out of 3 in the red zone area for Mississippi. But turnovers have been the factor here in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, it's 7.8 yards per play. A few big plays for Alabama. Made a big difference right there, too.
20-10 our halftime score here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. We'll be right back here with the second half of action. Alabama leading Mississippi 20-10.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes. That'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
Welcome back to the Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. Corey LeBounty, along with the head coach of the Mary G. Montgomery Vikings, Zach Golson, joining us. Ben Blackman talking to the officials here at halftime as you look at the penalty yardage. 8 penalties called against Alabama for 63 yards, 4 for 15 for Mississippi. So a huge discrepancy as far as from a yardage standpoint. I mean, there's a couple of calls that I would find questionable in regards to how yardage-wise you can deal with it. But with that being said, Alabama's still leading 20-10 as we're getting ready to start the second half of action. Ben Blackman always communicating effectively with officials, Coach.
Yeah, you're on the road, right? So you kind of got to expect you might get a few penalties against you, maybe a little more than the other team. That's part of playing on the road, and, Alabama's over here in Mississippi, so it's a road game. But overall, I think the officials have done a pretty good job of allowing the kids to play and, letting them have their celebrations. It's an all-star game, so we're here to showcase these kids, and that's what this game's really about, man, letting the players decide the outcomes of the games and letting, at the end of the day, I learned this a long time ago, is it's all about the players. You know, this is their experience, their game. You know, we're here to facilitate as coaches and officials and adults, and you know, it's really about the experience for them, man. Coach Kelly, what a job he's done at Saraland, you know, last 10 years, building a program really from scratch, and, you know, playing for the state championship 2 years in a row, won it last year, ran into a really, really good Clay Chalkville game. That was one of the best high school football games that I think I've watched. Clay Chalkville versus Saraland, the 6A state title. Really entertaining game. Tough way to lose for Saraland. Obviously the ebbs and flows, man. Great championship win for Clay Chalkville. Congratulations to them. And such a fun game. Thankful to be a part of this. Thank you again, Corey, for allowing me to be here, and really enjoy our game, love our game, and any way we can help grow it and keep it in a great place, that's what we want to do.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Coach Golson, I've been blessed to call 4 or 5 of your games as part of the MCPSS television network, along with the NFHS playoff games that were called there. And you've done a tremendous job talking about building a program in Sims, Alabama. You've been able to do that so far, and it all started with Jared Hollins coming back home, and he's been able to hook up with Ryan Williams for one of those touchdowns. Ryan Williams, 7 receptions, 73 yards, and 2 touchdowns, that long of 48. But it all started this year and last year, restructuring the program with Jared Hollins, his leadership on and off the field, and you had so many other great assistant coaches to where that helped you prepare yourself to the first ever semifinal appearance in Mary G. Montgomery history.
Yeah, it was such a fun year this year. You know, 2 years ago when we got hired, Mr. Marlon Furl hired us and said that Mary G. Montgomery wanted to commit to doing things the right way as far as football goes. That basically he had told us, man, he had gotten the academics where he wanted it. He had gotten basketball and baseball and softball. It had always been super competitive there. And they had just kind of struggled in football, and they wanted somebody to bring in a vision and how can we make football successful at Mary Montgomery. And you know, they've completely bought into everything that we've asked them. We were able to revamp our staff. We've revamped a lot of facilities, broke ground yesterday, as a matter of fact, on a new turf field. Thankful to Mr. Threadgill and all the people at MCPSS for helping support that. And the facility upgrades at MCPSS have been unbelievable. It's going to really make a difference for all the teams, the 5A, 6A, 7A teams. That's where the game is. I mean, the facilities are a big deal. Obviously, we talk about people and processes all the time. You got to have great people, great players, great coaches, and you got to have good processes. You got to have been there and seen it and know how to go do it the right way. Been fortunate, played for Bill Clark, won a lot of games here in the state of Alabama, and then played for, coached with Caleb Ross and Ernest Hill and all the success that we had, man. But it really starts with those things, and thankful, to be able to put those into place at Mary G.
And Jared, just a man of the people.
Yeah.
There's never an autograph I haven't seen him or a handshake that he hasn't made to the young people in the community in Sims. And one of your assistant coaches, the Alabama Football Coaches Association Assistant Coach of the Year, Alex Page, your defensive coordinator. Kudos and congratulations to him as we start this second half of action, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And Gagliano is the kicker, and he just says, look, I'm a quarterback by trade. I've already thrown a touchdown, and here it is on my kickoff. I'm not squibbing it out of bounds.
No, he hit that one good.
I'm kicking it into the back of the end zone. So kudos to Gagliano, the quarterback, doing it a great job from Opelika, showing that he's a man of many talents.
Yeah, no doubt.
For Opelika this past season, Eric Speakman, his head coach, 1st and 10 for the Mississippi All-Stars from their own 30-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, split backs for them. And he's going to take the snap, and bouncing to the outside is his running back, Nate Blunt, the 4th. And Nate Blunt, again, having offers. He's a 3-star athlete. Central Arkansas, Southern Miss, Jackson State, also offering him. And the defensive line just doing a great job of making sure. Once again, you've also seen a very active Jeremiah Beeman today from Parker.
Yeah.
No gain, Coach. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Split backs, dropping back, trying to roll around is Petty, trying to find someone down the field. He had success earlier with that wizardry of hitting the circle button and
they're going to have a
there.
hold. Yeah, going to have a hold here. Like you said, D-line's really getting after that offensive front for Mississippi, but it'll be interesting if they take the penalty. Penalty's going to back them up. It's going to be second 20, or if you want them to go third and 10, looks like they're going to back them up.
I would back them up as well, because we've only seen them make one miraculous play, and the holding there is going to be right here by 77. Also, there was 2 holding on the call, and anytime you see an offensive lineman throw his hands up in the air, that's probably an automatic sign of, oops, I got caught with my hands in the cookie jar. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, split backs, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Petty, and Petty is going to bounce away from the defender, Quentin Reese, who had him wrapped up, and now you're looking at a money down situation here as you take a look at the replay, a design RPO, Coach.
Yeah, a little counter read right there. And then young man Trey Parker, good runner, man, really tough runner.
3rd and 11 from their own 29-yard line for Mississippi. Dropping back is Petty. Petty trying to step up to the pocket. He's going to be flushed out, throw it down the middle of the field, jump ball, and it's going to be caught. A jump ball that is caught in the middle of the field, and that back coming out and making that catch is Stonka Burnside from Starkville. We've seen him be very active as a receiver, but way to keep the play alive
Trey
by
Petty,
Mississippi's
man.
quarterback.
Yeah, Trey Petty really showing a dynamic playmaker. Tough run right there, and then a nice scramble throw.
Again, he is considered 7A Mr. Football in Mississippi, and that ball is going to be handed off to number 3, Daniel Hill from Meridian High School, and Hill pushing forward, the 6-foot, 231-pound H-back, listed as a tight end, coming from Meridian High School, and has offers from Alabama, South Carolina, Auburn, Mississippi State, Florida State, Michigan. So that shows the type of athlete he is. Split backs, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Petty getting ready to take the snap. He takes it, looks to his left, throws quickly on a timing route back to the same athlete who he just threw it to, is Burnside, and he's going to be swallowed up quickly by the defense of Alabama. That's going to be Keon Dunlap on the stop.
Yeah, Enterprise, really good player, played running back for Enterprise, also played DB. I think he played DB his sophomore and junior year, moved to running back, and he's been a really good player for Enterprise.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, split backs for Petty. The ball's resting at the 35-yard line of the Alabama All-Stars. A nice drive here so far for Mississippi, and you're going to have
false start. Yeah, it's 3rd and 5 right there, and then you get a false start. Yeah. That's not what you want. 3rd and 10 right here now.
And now you're looking here as the play call. You being a play caller yourself, you go to that play sheet quickly, you're like, man, we'll go from 35 to 3rd and 10. Your whole personnel really changes.
Yeah, it's a lot different. A lot of 2-back. I think that's one of the rules in this game is you got to have 2 backs in the backfield, so you're getting a lot of 2-back gun from the Mississippi team. A little harder to get guys out in that 2-back gun.
Petty fakes it to his running back, goes deep down the left hash, jump ball, and it's going to be caught.
Picked. Interception. Wow.
Caught by the defender. Great job of high-pointing that football.
Gavin Griffin. Nope, I'm sorry, that's Mississippi.
Xavier Johnson.
Yeah, Xavier Johnson, Muscle Shoals.
Goes up and high-points that football.
What a play. I thought the Mississippi receiver brought it down. And
it was a jump ball, and Coach, Petty throws it flat-footed in. It really was a one-on-one matchup, a jump ball. He was underneath the route, and he just took it away from him in the air.
Great play.
And Alabama will come down with this football at the 1-yard line. A huge interception. Coming away with that interception is Xavier Johnson, the 5-foot. There's no way he's 5 foot, Coach. No way he's 5 foot. He's a smaller DB,
he's
but
5'9", probably.
Easily 5'9".
Maybe 5'10", even. May have left the 1 off there.
Shows that he's been in the weight room.
That's right.
As Alabama takes over, Gagliano from the shotgun in his own end zone. Looking deep, going to go down the right sideline, overthrows Ryan Williams on a go route.
Tried the double move again, the hitch and go right there. Good job by the DB being disciplined and staying on top.
Well, you know right now here, throwing from your own 1-yard line, the pocket protected. You don't want, the worst thing that can happen for Alabama right here is to get a holding in their own end zone. And you don't want that flag at all to come out. So we're assessing where we are here with personnel being changed out.
I like the play call right there. I love taking a shot from backed up like that. Looks like they had a illegal man downfield. They're going to decline it, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Penalty decline, 2nd down.
Must have had an RPO. Must have had an RPO right there. Ball came out pretty quick, though. That's one of those frustrating penalties for an offensive coordinator. Ball comes out that fast. You don't expect to get a lineman downfield.
And you can't get any further than where they are on their own 1 yard line.
That penalty wouldn't cost you too much either way, though.
Pistol formation. One receiver to his right, two to his left. Burnett is the running back.
Good tough yards there. Punch it out a little bit.
Going downhill, gaining probably close to 3 yards.
Yep.
And now you're looking at 3rd and 7 from your own 4-yard line. 8:30 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of this 37th Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. And on 3rd and 7, Coach, where do you go here?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get the first down. You want to try to keep the chains moving. So some type of deep out or a stop route gives you a chance. Maybe a corner ball by the slot.
Gagliano with Burnett to his right. He sides on it, and it's going to be knocked away from Ryan Williams. Is coming through him and over him is Prentice Woodland, the 6-foot, 170-pound defensive back from Oak Grove High School.
Yeah, little bubble slant right there. It's a great play by the kid from Oak Grove. Really nice.
He has a 4-star. He's a 4-star with offers from LSU, Ole Miss, Texas, Auburn, and Mississippi State. And here now.
It's a tough situation right here. Backed up punt. So this is one of those tough, could be a game-changing type play.
Simmons punting this football away out of his own end zone. You want to have a good snap. We saw special teams be a factor for Mississippi earlier. Simmons is able to get it away, and it's going to be a high one that's fielded at the 49. Number 5 for Mississippi does have this football, and that return by Burnside as Alabama does a great job of getting down the field.
Timeout.
And
TV.
Turnover, flipping the field really there without turning it over. And we'll take a quick break here in the 2023 Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. Alabama leads 20-10 with 7:50.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
Welcome back to the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi High School All-Star Football Game as Mississippi takes over here after the punt, and they're going to get a couple of yards on this first down run by Gavin Griffin, and Coach, it's just a safe play on first down to get a couple of yards.
Yeah, a little king gun, pistol run right there. Downhill, try to get a few yards and get the drive started.
2nd and 8 from the 34-yard line of the Alabama All-Stars. 7:25 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of action. Split backs, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Maddox Jr. now the quarterback. He's going to find that complete before a nice stick by Mbakwe coming up from his corner position, making the stop on J.J. Harrell. And Maddox Jr. was able to get it out in the flat. Not used to that type of closing speed coming from a corner in Mbakwe. Positive yardage, bring up 3rd down, money down, 3rd and 8 for Mississippi. The ball on the 34-yard line. One receiver to his right, two to his left. Split backs for Maddox Jr. Maddox Jr. drops back, throws it down the right hash. One-on-one Mbakwe in coverage, and they're going to have a pass interference call as Mbakwe is going to be called with the PI on J.J. Harrell.
Yeah, again, I get back to he's been playing quarterback all year. You know, just being the reps that it takes to be good at that type of route, that type of play. He's got a little over-aggressive right there. And, you know, I think
Pass interference.
I look forward to watching him in Tuscaloosa, man. He's going to be an unbelievable player. His speed, his aggressiveness. He's just a good, smart football player. He's the kind of guy you want on your team.
1st and 10 after the penalty. The ball will be spotted at the 19-yard line of the Alabama All-Stars. And you're going to have one receiver to the right, two to the left. Split backs for Maddox Jr. A check with me with 6:39 remaining here. 20-10 our score. The North with the opening drive. Here we'll see if they hand it off. They do. A big hole, probably the biggest hole I've seen all afternoon, staying on his feet before he's tackled by Mbakwe. A nice hard run by Gavin Griffin.
Yeah, good, really nice run by by Gavin Griffin. Reminds me of Nick Clark yesterday. Very similar, smaller stature, body, but man, running hard, legs are churning. Big inside run right there for Mississippi.
Gavin Griffin committed to Ole Miss. 1st and goal now for Mississippi from the 9-yard line. One receiver to the right, two to the left. Split backs, handed off up the middle. And they'll be tackled after maybe a 2-yard gain, Coach.
Yeah, they're starting to wear us down a little bit up front. It looks like we got to keep that rotation that we had in the first half, keep those big guys fresh, keep our advantage on the defensive front.
2nd and 6 from the 6-yard line. Same set. One receiver to the right, two to the left. Split backs for Maddox Jr. He takes the shotgun snap. He's looking to throw it off. It's intercepted. Picked off the second one
Drake
today.
Kirkpatrick
He fumbles
again.
it. He fumbles it, and it's going to be recovered. But Kirkpatrick is about his business today, folks. Second interception. Has it fumbled, but Kirkpatrick comes away, throws the football. Like, yes, sir. I learned it from my daddy.
Come on, man. Kirkpatrick having a huge day. Tip ball pick right there. That's a really nice play.
Dre Kirkpatrick from Gadsden City, going to the University of Alabama. Nick Saban's first lineage player, father, son. It says Nick Saban said, I feel a little old. And on the return, a great job of swatting the football away from Kirkpatrick, because he picked it off maybe 4 yards deep, returned it with thinking that he was going to go to the house, and it swatted away. But it's 1st and 10 for Alabama from their own 8-yard line. A huge turn of events. Gagliano with a pistol back behind him. One receiver to the left, one to the right. And Gagliano hands it off. And I think that's going to be Green,
Green
that is going to have it.
12 personnel right there, two tight end and an H-back. Little stretch run to get the drive started. Same type of thing. Got to get it going.
2nd and 7. Going back to Kirkpatrick's play, he's had a great day defensively on special teams too, causing the sack at their own 6-yard line after that first opening series by Mississippi. And Gagliano with a back to his right, receiver to the left, receiver to the right is going to hand it off. And I think that one's going to be to Harris.
Maury Harris, yeah, running back from B.B. Comer. Big body back now. He is a load to bring down. Been playing H-back a lot today, and now steps in there and takes the carry.
235, 6'1", 235 is Mr. Harris, and it's going to bring up a money down 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 for Alabama from their own 12-yard line, and you would love to see them convert here and keep the sticks moving.
Got Kane Williams and Malcolm Simmons in the game at receiver right here.
And a timeout is going to be called. And I know that timeout being discussed here is huge. But, Coach, when you come back 20-10, come back out of this timeout. Ben Blackman on the sidelines along with Jeff Kelly. What kind of play do you call here on 3rd and 6 with the ball being on your own 12-yard line?
I'll tell you where it gets tough. This is where the two-back stuff makes it tough because the screen would be a really good call, but when you're in two-back, screens can challenge. You know, there's hard to get a screen on the two-back game, so got to be creative with maybe a screen, maybe a sprint out, throw a screen back to the tight end. I like something like that right here. Maybe some misdirection if you got a good misdirection play that you like.
Reclassification taking place here in the state of Alabama. Everyone will find out where they'll be spending the next 2 years. AHSAA reclassification special Monday at 9:30 a.m. live from Montgomery, Alabama on WOTM and on the AHSAA TV network. So you don't want to miss the reclassification special. Happens every 2 years. And here Alabama is coming out of that timeout. Gagliano looking for the deep shot. It's going to be a deep throw. Oh,
got him.
Caught by Bridges. Bridges. Or Simmons. Simmons. Malcolm Simmons to the 5-4-3-2-1. Touchdown coming out on 3rd and 6 from the 12-yard line. My, oh my. What an explosive play. Malcolm Simmons, the athlete, not just wide receiver, the athlete from Benjamin Russell High School goes to the house off an outstanding throw coming out of that coach. They went for the gusto, and they were able to hit him in stride.
Really nice concept there by Coach Kelly. Brought a post all the way from the backside numbers to the front side hash, and quarterback Gagliano, man, made a great throw right there.
Malcolm Simmons from Roman Gagliano, 3-play, 92-yard drive, 1 minute and 31 seconds, 88-yard touchdown for Malcolm Simmons, the young man who's going to be an Auburn Tiger. Going to add to Hugh Freeze, going for 2. Gagliano on the fade route, and I would say that they let the PI go. They let both wide receiver and DB battle for it, but our score here, 26-10. 4:09 remaining in the third quarter. Corey LeBounty, along with Coach with me here and Zach Golson. What a play here. Points off turnovers.
Yeah.
You look at the pick by Kirkpatrick, 4 yards deep. He's lucky that he had it stripped from behind, was able to recover his own fumble. And then Gagliano loading up, throwing, outstretched the DB, outran everyone else Malcolm Simmons did, and it was on from there. And what a huge touchdown, a big-time entertainment touchdown by Malcolm Simmons, Coach.
Yeah, Malcolm Simmons, we actually had him on the South All-Star team for a minute, but he got pulled up, I think, when Cam Coleman dropped out of the game. Huge play for him. Really happy for him to get to make a play in this kind of game. Auburn commit. The fact that he was going to be in the North-South game, we were really excited about him, but happy to see him get to make a play here in Alabama, Mississippi.
Coach, what you love to see is the fact that you have the outstanding receivers of Ryan Williams, and now you look at Malcolm Simmons just getting busy with it, with the football today, and the passes have hit them in stride, whether it's Gagliano or Hollins, and now you have a kick that's going to be returned by Mississippi and bouncing off the tackles, making sure you have to wrap up, and finishing the tackle for Alabama is Tyler Hicks from Thompson High School. And I hear there's a flag on the play, and there is a little extracurricular jaw-jacking going on. Hicks with the lick there on the kickoff.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Gaines of Moody after the game yesterday, and he said that was one of the bigger challenges on defense, was guys that maybe hadn't played in a few weeks hadn't been working on tackling. And you get in these practices, and you don't really want to go beat up each other. You don't want to be tackling or doing anything like that. It's you're just more about getting lined up and getting your body in a position to make the play. So I think the tackling's been pretty good here today. I mean, these guys are all really good players, naturally good tacklers.
10-yard penalty. First
and I didn't see a problem there unless you call the personal foul afterwards. And if you're going to call it on one, you have to call it on the other. But it will be 1st and 10 for Mississippi from their own 44-yard line. One receiver to the right, 2 to the left, split backs to the right and the left. Low snap, quickly thrown into the flat to the back coming out of the backfield, which is Burnside.
Yeah, he was in the slot right there, a little bubble route. Nice job by the ex-receiver there, blocking the most dangerous guy. Took the outside backer, left the corner. Now it's a one-on-one with the slot in the corner.
And Burnside has been his go-to wide receiver there as he's pushed out of bounds and is going to be a yard short of picking up that first down. And what you have now is a back to his left pistol formation, handed off, running down here for that first down is going to be Nate Blunt the fourth, and that's going to be a black diamond asphalt paving first down for Alabama's defense having to buckle up here. And you're not going to see any quit in this Mississippi squad either, as we have 3:40 remaining. Our score here 26-10, Alabama over Mississippi. Petty back in the game for Mississippi, looking. He's going to throw it down the right hash, and he's going to find a receiver.
That's a really good job by the quarterback.
Burnside being a nice target for his quarterbacks. A black diamond asphalt paving first down, but the patience that you mentioned by Petty in the pocket.
Yeah, really nice job sitting in there. Got down to his running back check down, didn't like that. Reset, was really calm in the pocket, made a nice throw in the corner route.
Have to have presence in the pocket as a quarterback. He's going to hand it off to his running back. He's going to bust his way through and probably get close to 7, maybe 8 yards. On that run is Daniel Hill. And I mentioned Daniel Hill playing a lot of tight end coming out of Meridian High School, and in this game being busy as a running back. And it's going to be an RPO. Petty trying to shake down the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be tag teamed on the tackle by Norwood. And it looks like also for the Alabama All-Stars, can't see that number exactly, maybe number 30, Quentin Reese.
Yeah, Ramsey.
And here it is, 1st and goal from the 9, and we have whistles. Let's see who calls this timeout. Maybe Alabama.
Yeah, we're starting to move a little bit slower on defense. I kind of mentioned this early in the game. Mississippi offense is playing with really good pace. We did a good job of rotating guys. Something we talked about in the pregame too is, I know personally I would love to see these rosters be just a little bit bigger. I think it would allow you to have a few more kids gain exposure. Just being a part of the practice is such a great experience. But to have a few more guys to be able to rotate in, a few more guys to work in practice, I think would help with things. And you're kind of seeing us get worn down a little bit on the defensive side, but yeah.
And we're watching the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game. And when you see how it all started, Kirkpatrick there defensively creates great field position, a short field for the Alabama All-Stars. And also Kirkpatrick, you see him defensively come over, strip the ball away, scoop it up. What a day for Drake Kirkpatrick.
All 3 scores set up by, or at least 3 of the 4 scores set up by Drake Kirkpatrick's turnovers, blocked kick, turnover for the half, and the pick sets up the touchdown. So big-time plays by him, man.
Big-time players, and he has his father's number on. 21 is what his dad wore at Alabama and with the Bengals. And here it is, Petty taking the snap. He's going to run a bootleg, throwing back across. Great job of touchdown for Mississippi. A nice throwback. You get caught looking in the backfield. You go with the bootleg, and you roll with the coverage. A big-time entertainment touchdown for Mississippi off a very well-designed play.
Yeah, well-designed play there. Tight end, number 3, Daniel Hill, snuck out of the backfield. Get out there in the red zone, you're in man coverage, and you're on a play fake, roll one way, throw back the other way. That's tough in man coverage right there. Nice play design.
It's something that you can relate to playing Dothan. Dothan loves to run, and then all of a sudden the time that they pass, you get caught looking, expecting the run, and all of a sudden here comes the pass, and the point after is up and good. And our new score, 2:37 remaining in the third quarter of this 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. Alabama leads 26-17 here with 2:37 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Mississippi's not going to make it easy. They're not going to go away easy. Obviously, super competitive. These kids want to compete, want to give themselves a chance to win. There's a lot of time left. Still got a whole quarter left to play. So we got to keep churning out yards and trying to go score the football right here.
Well, here it is. Again, you mentioned about the problems that you have when you kick off to these elite speedsters for Alabama. Mississippi has to make sure that it's a touchback, because that's the only way that you're not going to get a great return by these speedsters from Alabama. You look at
Kirkpatrick and Ryan Williams back there.
Plenty of speed between those two.
Probably going to avoid Ryan, so Dre may get another chance to make a big special teams play right here.
Ryan Williams, swag surfing as that's played over, just enjoying playing in the game. And it just, you see the juice of Kirkpatrick as well, swag surfing to the beat as that's being played over the PA system here at Roberts Stadium in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And the kick coming from Hayden Wolf, kicking off from the 40-yard line, and it's going to be an onside kick. Onside kick is going to be recovered by Mississippi. No, the official says, does he point the wrong way? Yes, he did. It is going to be recovered on the onside kick. We mentioned not wanting to kick deep. And yesterday, in the North-South game, we saw an onside kick.
Coach Jay did it, man. He made a great call right there. We had just tied the game, and he kind of took a gamble, and it paid off for us, man. Got the ball back, and were able to go down and score again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great call to try to steal a possession, which is essentially what Mississippi was able to do.
Yeah, all-star game, you know, don't leave anything behind right here. Take the risk. It's worth the risk, and gives them an extra possession right here.
It's going to be right at the 49-yard line of Alabama. Maddox Jr. back in at quarterback. Pocket collapsing on him quickly, and he's going to be crushed from behind. And I do believe you have 99 and 96. 99 problems, and 96 is one as well. Jamari Payne and Jeremiah Beeman, Lochapoka and Parker giving you problems from an O-line standpoint.
Yeah, issues inside, man. Got big Norwood clogging the middle up. That's an issue D-line right there.
2nd and 13 for Mississippi. One receiver to the right, split backs, and off. And you mentioned it, he's had a great defensive game too. Malik Blockton has been hard to block. And you look at, you can't really double team one guy's just hat on a hat, winning your one-on-one battles in the trenches.
Yeah, Jamari Payne, you know, out of Lochapoka, dominating, and then Malik blocked and cross face right there. Great play.
Now it brings up 3rd and 14. The ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars. Maddox Jr. getting the signals. He'll have split backs. One receiver to his right, two to his left. Waiting on the shotgun snap. Clapping his hands, taking the snap. Maddox, pocket collapsing again. He's going to take off and run, and Norwood from Theodore High School, Kevin Norwood, 6'2", 305-pound, normally plays the nose tackle for Steve Mask and the Theodore Bobcats. Recently verbally committed to Troy, getting it done. Norwood winning his one-on-one battle, pushing up the pocket and then seeing the run. You see the closing speed of the big 300-pound fella.
Yeah, a little interior D-line twist. Dialed up by Coach Scott right there. That was nice. And quarterback tried to scramble, though. That QB scramble versus the D-line twist is tough. It's a nice play by Norwood.
4th down and 11 yards to go. Punting the football away will be Hayden Wolf. And Mbakwe and Williams deep for Alabama. And it looks like this one's going to be fielded by Ryan Williams around the 8, gets around the right side, and is going to step out of bounds. We'll see officially where they're going to mark him. Mark him out at the 20-yard line, but he's mad at himself for that foot hitting the paint because he was getting ready to hit the right sideline and cut all the way across to the left.
That's an issue back there. Ryan Williams and Mbakwe, man, just too much speed.
Start-stop ability in his
Great
balance.
job by Mbakwe on the block on 45.
Shielding, and he steps out with that left foot right around that 20-yard line, and he steps out twice as he was continuing to run, but he was going to be able to cut back, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line after that Ryan Williams return. And Gerald Hollins back in at quarterback in the pistol formation is Burnett. Handed off to Burnett, bouncing around to the right outside to the 25, out to the 27-yard line. And we'll see where they're officially going to mark him on a 9-yard gain, Coach.
Yeah, that was a nice job right there on the pistol stretch. Hewitt Trustfield, H-back, really did a nice job right there. My guy's name from Hewitt Trustfield. Nice job, man.
You go ahead and you get it in gear there, and that's what you have to have, Coach, is Donovan Price with that block. And
yeah, Donovan Price.
To the left is Burnett. Handed off again. Coach Kelly feeding the big back from Aniston, and he's going to get a couple before he does have it, as we have now only 4 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 26-17 our score, and it will be good enough for a Black Diamond Asphalt Paving first down for Alabama, and that will be the end of the third quarter of action here. 12 minutes remaining as we see a nice interception by Kirkpatrick early in the third quarter, and Gagliano catching Simmons in stride, and 26-17 as we end the third quarter. Alabama leading Mississippi with 12 minutes of football remaining.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amanda brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of action here at M.M. Roberts Stadium, the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. Ben Blackman, 12 minutes away from securing the 4th win in a row for the Alabama All-Stars over the Mississippi All-Stars. Corey LeBounty, along with Mary G. Montgomery's head coach, Zach Golson, joining me here in this broadcast. And here we go, Coach. It's a fresh set of downs for Jared Hollins. Quick throw. He's going to get into the right flat before his wide receiver slips. Jawan Boyd from Charles Henderson High School, a great athlete in open space, but he's able to come away with that completion, and it's going to bring up now 2nd down and 4 yards to go from the 37-yard line of Alabama.
Yeah, good easy throw right there. Hitch throw, get your drive started.
Here we go now. It's 2nd and 4. He's going to hand it off, and a great open field tackle that has been made, and we'll see if that carries any momentum. Amarion Tyson coming away with that tackle for Mississippi. The young man from Picayune, Mississippi, makes 71 solo tackles on the season, but a nice open field tackle on that play.
Nice job triggering on the outside zone, hit the gap, and was able to beat the running back to the edge.
26-17 our score, 11 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Alabama leading the Mississippi All-Stars. Hollins takes the quarterback snap. He rolls to his left pocket, quickly collapses as he didn't have a chance, as the get-off on that football was tremendous there by Cameron Franklin, the 6'5", 260-pound senior from Lake Cormorant.
Yeah, sprint out right there, didn't get the edge sealed. Nice job by 95 right there for Mississippi, making the play.
Brings up 4th and 17 from their own 24-yard line for the Mississippi All-Stars. 26-17 our score here in the fourth quarter of action, and it's been an action-packed edition here of the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game, as there's going to be a timeout on the field, I think called by Mississippi, coach, as they wanted to make sure they had their personnel correct.
They had 12 right there. They tried, didn't want to get a penalty, didn't want to take a penalty, and so they called their timeout to make sure they only had 11 on the field.
10-17 remaining, 26-17. Our score, Alabama leads Mississippi. And what leads in to the end of the football season, of course, is high school hoops action. And that high school hoops action is going to come to you from the city of Jasper. The Christmas Classic 2023 style, December 19th and 20th on WOTM and the Alabama High School Athletic Association television network. You have schools such as McAdory, Bob Jones, Huffman, Paul Bryant, Jasper, Coleman, Central of Phoenix City, Mountain Brook, all participating from the state of Alabama, taking on teams throughout the entire country here as Christmas hoops. You don't want to miss this City of Jasper Christmas Classic. Alabama coming back now on 4th down to punt the football away. Simmons, toe to leather, and he gets another way, a booming one. That's going to be fair catch called by Mississippi, and that fair catch by Prentice Woodland. But it's a great job of flipping the field for the Alabama All-Stars.
Malcolm Simmons is an impressive punter. A 4-star player going to Auburn to play wide receiver. They might want to make him the punter to give you some dynamic fakes for sure.
You know what's interesting here in this game here this afternoon is our normal punter and place kicker is Towns Magoo from Auburn High School. Has a groin injury, so what do? You just throw out Gagliano to do your kickoffs and Simmons to do your punting. And you have a successful formula. 1st and 10 for Mississippi from the 31, and there's going to be a sack by Alabama. And for the first time today, Fred Valee.
He's an issue. Plays for Enterprise. Very problematic D lineman. He gave us a lot of trouble in the playoffs. Really good player, high motor guy. Yeah, I haven't seen him out there a whole lot, but he looks like he's going to be a problem here in the last quarter.
Saw his family here earlier with the Hawaiian flavor there, and you saw him with the wreaths of flowers around their neck, and Fred Valee with an outstanding stick there, and a sack that's going to bring up 2nd and 19 as you're looking down the field trying to find an open wide receiver. You found one in your slot wide receiver for Mississippi, and they've been able to go to Burnside several times as the check down and go-to wide receiver for both of these quarterbacks from Mississippi.
Yeah, he's been real consistent all day. Good route runner, getting open, finding the space in the defense. Fred Valee, pressure on the quarterback again right there.
Now you're looking at a situation, 3rd and 12, money down here. And we have an official timeout on the field. Official timeout on the field called. 9 minutes remaining. 26-17. Our score here in the 2023 Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game.
For almost 10 years, there's been the go-to place for tires and automotive repair, Right Tire. Right Tire sells all makes of tires for anyone's vehicle and anyone's budget. And with Right Tire, you always get the right prompt service with the right price. Right Tire also can handle all of your bumper-to-bumper automotive needs with certified brake service, alignment, oil changes, tune-ups, and so much more. So when you want tires and automotive done right, see Right Tire on West Fort Williams in the heart of Sylacauga. Right work, right price, every time.
And coming back to the action, Trey Petty dancing around the pocket, keeping it alive, and he's being pressured by the defense. And there is a great job of Petty finding a way to keep and extend the play. Reminds you a lot of somebody that you coach, Jared Hollins. Anytime you pop in that film and see the wizardry that he's able to, magic that wand that he's able to wave the football, it's amazing, Coach.
Yeah, it's a really good job of extending the play. I don't know, in this situation, I might down 2 scores. I might consider going for this, but it looks like they're going to line up and punt.
4th and 8, the ball on the 38-yard line. Great job of pressuring the pocket, making him uncomfortable, not allowing him to have time and presence to uncork that football and show his arm strength, and punting the football away. Hayden Wolf is set to return to Ryan Williams and Mbakwe, and if he gets it square on, not a lot of hang time, which he does have. A fair catch is not called. It hits a Mississippi defender on the return, and it's going to roll dead right around the 23-yard line. Is officially they're going to back it back to the 21 maybe, as where it struck that defender. So again, Alabama, the All-Stars leading 26-17. Coach Golson, what do you expect to see here leading 26-17 with 7:42 remaining in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, you're up 9 right here. So, you know, 2-score game. You want to be able to get some first downs, so you can't get too conservative. Try to keep the chains moving and be able to run some clock.
1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars from their own 22-yard line. Jared Hollins with a back to his right, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to hand it off to Burnett. Burnett stiff-arming, trying to show the fancy footwork, is going to pick up a couple on that play, and it will bring up 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Alabama All-Stars from the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good run right there. Again, a good drive starter. Gets you 3, keeps you on track right here.
That's what you love to see, is staying on track and on play sheet calling schedule for Jeff Kelly. Jared Hollins with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Takes the shotgun snap, looks to his left, is going to get it in the flat to a big receiver in Price out of Hewitt
Price. Yep. Nice play right there. Good job right there. Real simple pass play. Good job by Jared, taking what the defense gave him. Gets the chains moving. This is what we want right here to go eat some clock up.
Corey LeBounty, Zach Golson bringing you the Black Diamond Asphalt Paving first down here in the 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi Football Classic, as once again, no hurry now by offensive coordinator Jeff Kelly, as Jared Hollins is a tremendous commander of the game as his quarterback. Takes the snap, quick throw to the far right side. It's going to be incomplete, drop by Bryce Kane on the far sidelines right in front of Alabama's bench.
You got to throw and catch that to keep that clock turning right there. Simple throw and catch on a key screen. It's a good job by the Mississippi defense triggering up to make it tough.
We're bringing up 2nd and 10 now. 6:23 remaining. Alabama leads Mississippi in this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. 26-17 our score, 6:23 remaining. And now you're looking at 2nd and 10. Hollins with 2 receivers to his right, Coach.
Yeah, 12 personnel, buck sweep right here. We got the edge. Good 8-yard gain right there.
Positive yardage there out of that run. Green staying solid, and you probably would have liked to seen him stay in bounds there, but he was trying to follow his blockers and just ran out of real estate.
Yeah, that's one of those runs where, as an offensive coordinator, you're trying to get the first down. So let's get what we can get. I'm good with that. Let's get this first down, and that'll give us a fresh set of downs to keep running the clock.
Money down, 3rd and 3 for the Alabama All-Stars from their own 39-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hollins motions over Green to his right.
Got Hollywood singled up top.
And there's going to be a pre-snap penalty here on this play. And timeout, so they would not get a delay of game called. Timeout before the penalty flag was thrown.
2nd of the half.
And I believe that's the 2nd timeout of the half. 26-17 our score with 6:17 remaining. And folks, don't forget, coming up on Monday, the AHSAA reclassification special. Monday at 9:30 a.m. You'll have live from Montgomery, WOTM, bringing you the reclassification special, part of the AHSAA television network, as you don't want to miss where your team is going to be going. It affects where you're going as a fan, how you're able to schedule for your region, gain teams? Will they lose teams? We'll find out Monday, starting at 9:30 a.m. for the AHSAA reclassification special on WOTM. And that's going to be the talk of the state of Alabama throughout the entire week. As a matter of fact, as Coach, you guys participate in 7A. You may have gaining 7A opponents. You may be losing 7A opponents, but at the same time, it's a special time.
Yeah, it's always fun to see, you know, how many non-region games are you going to have, and then who are you able to schedule based on how the classification breaks down.
Here we go now, a 3rd and 2. Jared Hollins takes the snap, finds Ryan Hollywood Williams on the far right sidelines. Hollywood does a circle button, spins out of it, and is tackled after a tremendous loss. He only needed 2. He got much more than that. And that will be a Black Diamond asphalt paving first down as Hollins quickly one step throws it out to Hollywood. You can't wrap him up, and you miss him, and he's able to get yards after catch. And Hollywood Williams with another tremendous run after catch. 1st and 10 for the Alabama All-Stars with the ball resting on the 42-yard line of the Mississippi All-Stars.
Yeah, really underrated at how he can break tackles. He's just tough to bring down. Not the biggest guy, but tough to bring down.
And here it is right around the right side.
Boundary sweep right there. Like to stay in bounds, but able to get 3 or 4 yards right there on first down. It's a good start.
And once again, you take this now, 26-17, 6:04 remaining in the 4th quarter of action. Alabama leading Mississippi here in this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. And Alabama looking for their 4th consecutive win in this series. Hollins takes the snap. And he's going to run to his right, stiff arms the defender, may have grabbed his face mask on that, as Hollins was still able to shake off the bird cage being grabbed by the defender.
It's a good job of getting the ball out, too. Don't want to take a sack right there. Don't want to get negative yards, and going to get a face mask that should get some positive yards right here. 5-yard penalty, so it'll be 2nd and 3 right now.
You'll take that additional yardage as you see the great coaching staff all together on the sidelines. Jeff Kelly calling the plays, Ben Blackman, the head coach.
Trent Taylor and Delusia, our guys are doing a great job of communicating what they want to get done here. Takes everybody right here in these situations.
Hollins, shotgun, no receivers to his right. Hand it off to Burnett. Burnett looking for some room. The offensive line pushing him forward. And now you just want to continue to bleed this clock with 5:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter of action, Coach.
Yeah, we're in our heavy personnel. We got H-back, Hewitt Trustful Price, and our guy from BB Comer, Kamori Harris. Yeah, doing a great job right here, opening the holes, and then Jamarian Burnett from Andalusia. I mean, that's 3 big bodies right there that you're adding to your O-line to be able to run the football.
How about the one-on-one matchup at the top of the screen to Hollywood Williams? If Hollins decides to go that route, you really want to run to control it, but the matchup, Burnett cuts back to the right, cuts back again, and is able to pick up right at first down yardage. We'll see exactly whether they're going to move the chains, and we'll have another Black Diamond asphalt paving first down.
Really nice run right there by Burnett on a stretch. Cut it back to the right there. Really good run on 1st and 10. Keep the clock running. Keep the chains moving.
5 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Alabama leading 26-17 over the Mississippi All-Stars. That Black Diamond asphalt paving first down. It continues to wind the clock on down as, like you said, big bodies in the offensive set for Alabama. Hollins hands it off to Burnett. Burnett looking to pound. Ground and pound time, Coach.
That's the tough part about that play. Stretch, such a good run. You know, that's the same play. They ran it back to back, but it hits in a different spot, you know, based on how the defense leverages it. So really good job by the back, finding the right hole and pushing the pile forward.
4:20 remaining here in the fourth quarter of the 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star game. Alabama leads this series 25-11 and has won the last 3 contests, trying to make it 4. Hollins takes the snap, and there's going to be a quick throw that's knocked away at the last moment. Looks like on that defense was Patrick Broomfield.
Yeah, a little RPO slant right there with the run. You know, they're in a heavy box right there, but good job by the defender getting a finger on the throw right there.
And now here it is, 3rd and 7, money down with the ball on the 18-yard line of Mississippi.
It gets back just tough without your kicker. A field goal would be a huge play right here. Push the score up, you know, to more than a touchdown in a field goal game. But it looks like we're probably going to be in 4-down territory.
Shotgun with 2 receivers to the right. Hollins with pressure, and a horse collar is what I call it. I call it a horse collar. He was down, but I don't have a problem with the sack on the play, as getting in the backfield was Kamarian Franklin. But it looked like he did so by getting the hands inside of the shoulder pads of Hollins.
It was close. Let's see what he got here.
What do you think, Coach?
That's close. He got the front side of it at first. It definitely wrapped around to the back. I'm not sure right there.
4th and 17, the ball on the 28-yard line. 3:30 remaining. 26-17, Alabama leads Mississippi, and now Alabama with 1 timeout remaining. Mississippi with 2 timeouts remaining. Corey LeBounty along with Zach Golson bringing you this 37th edition of the 2023 Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game.
Hey, really great drive right here. Started all the way back here at our 20-yard line or so. Have been able to really drain some clock. We've got a 2-score lead already. To be able to get first downs and move the ball right here has been good.
You mentioned this great drive. 10 plays, 60 yards so far here. And I know that when you look at this situation, Coach, no field goal kicker in this situation. Now it's going to be the 11th play of this drive upcoming. 4 first downs, and it's been 6 rushing and 4 passing, 6 rushing. So the 11th play coming up, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I like a shot play or a screen here, one or the other. Looks like we got somebody, is that Ryan lined up at in the slot, in the H-back spot? There's going to be some trickery right here. Let's see what we got.
Coming out of the backfield, we would love to see him come from the H-back position. And this is a game of chess, not checkers, Coach.
Post wheel right here, maybe.
And Simmons on the same side of the field with him as well. And there he is. If you check down and look, and Hollins said, nope, I don't have to look because I saw Simmons. And it is going to bring up 4th and 17. Excuse me, turnover on downs, because that was 4th down. But you go to the sticks on that throw.
Yeah, I like the outside 2 guys right there personally. Either Ryan or Bryce Kane right there is kind of clogged in the middle. But a lot of, you know, it's tough when you're standing back there. The defensive line's coming after you pretty fast, so tough to make that decision in the moment.
And I love the fact that on the sidelines you have Jared Hollins and Ryan Williams talking with one another after the play, saying,
yeah, love
it. This is what I saw. What did you see?
Yeah, 2 great players right there, man. Just both those kids, great young men, humble competitors. Love to see them have the success that they've both had.
A little flea flicker action as they're trying to step up into the pocket, and not getting past the line of scrimmage was Maddox Jr. He throws the ball out of bounds.
Got a late hit on Maddox.
A flea flicker, Coach. In an all-star game, you bring out all the stops here on 1st and 10 with the ball on your own 28, 3:06 remaining.
Yeah, might want to use that one a little bit earlier. I think we kind of we know they're going to be throwing it deep here, but I get it. You're doing anything you can right here, try to make a big play, trying to get something down the field.
Personal foul.
Well, I tell you, after the game, you want to make sure that you all stick around for our most valuable player award, along with our C-Spire Student Athlete Academic Achievement Award that will be presented here at midfield of this 37th annual Alabama versus Mississippi All-Star Football game. And it's 1st and 10 with the ball on their own 43-yard line. Mississippi trailing 26-17. Quick throw out on the far flat to Burnside, and Burnside has been busy catching this football today.
Yeah, he has, man. He's been so consistent all day. Definitely been their number one go-to guy.
That's his 10th completion. Has over 100 yards receiving. So he's definitely been the go-to receiver here in this All-Star contest. The ball at the 49-yard line is Alabama, as they're continuing to try to get their alignment and assignment correct. Maddox Jr. looking down the field, is going to roll the pocket to his right, being chased from behind and intercepted by
Kirkpatrick. Wow.
Kirkpatrick with the one-handed interception. He's to the 45, to the 50. He's going to be dropped at the 48-yard line. Kirkpatrick having a heck of an all-star game here today.
Well, it's fitting, to get the ball back really with a chance to go seal the game. Drake Kirkpatrick, unbelievable day today, man.
Kirkpatrick is what you call a ball hawk. I don't know if his dad, the bragging rights belong to him or his dad, but off of the ricochet pass, Kirkpatrick with the one-handed, he loves to showboat that ball. We know you got it, but what an interception by Drake Kirkpatrick, and you look at Maddox Jr. saying, man, off of that deflection, you don't mind if the receiver drops it, but another turnover from Mississippi, and Kirkpatrick has been the difference maker defensively for this Alabama All-Star team today.
Yeah, we got to put in a call to Coach Saban, make sure we get our ball security right, but I know he loves the fact that this guy's a sure enough playmaker. Block punt to fumble recovery, a strip recovery, and 2 picks. Man, what a day, what a day.
1st and 10 for Alabama from their own 48. Trey Kirkpatrick, they say stunned like my daddy, is what you saw out of him today.
We need another wide out. We were short a guy.
And that's what happened. You call that last time out, I do believe, coming off of the quick change of possession and the celebration. 1st and 10, 2:47 remaining. Alabama leading 26-17. And Coach, you can solve this game away a couple of ways with the running or the quick throwing, but for the Alabama All-Stars, Kirkpatrick, a difference maker on the first play of the series, punting the football away, made sure that it was tackled at the 6-yard line, could have blocked it, taken it off the foot, and then you see him beat Johnny on the spot, making a tackle, then stripping the football away right before the half, returning it down to close to the 21-yard line. And you see him once again with the ball skills that he has. And then he has an interception deep in the end zone. Takes it from 4 yards out, recovers his own fumble after having it stripped from behind. And Kirkpatrick putting the cherry on top of things off of this ricochet pass here on the last pass by Maddox Jr. He's able to catch it and go ahead and return it one-handed style before he's tackled at the 48. Trey Kirkpatrick with a busy day out of Gadsden City, looking to put his hat in the most valuable player award here for the Alabama All-Stars.
What a day for him, man.
Defensively, that's amazing, Coach.
Oh, man, to create that many turnovers in one game is,
Mississippi,
that's unheard of in one game.
Mississippi with their second call timeout. 2nd and 11. And
he's already holding the trophy. He's ready. He knows what it's about.
He's ready for that trophy to stay in the state of Alabama and go back to Montgomery, where the AHSAA headquarters are, and Alvin Briggs will be happy to keep that around his front office and their trophy case here in the state of Alabama, as it just means more when you're able to put on for your state and you see these high-profile guys, Drake Kirkpatrick, going to Alabama, and possible teammates that he has, maybe 4 or 5 guys that will be joining him at the capstone. But, man, basking in the glory with that trophy that will be staying here in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, really, really great job on defense today. Love to see us run this thing down and get a couple first downs and be able to get in that victory formation. Favorite formation for a coach in the game.
And checking in here on this drive is the quarterback, Roman Gagliano from Opelika, who's also had punting duties as well. And one of the things that when you look at here from a statistical standpoint, what you do see also here, we'll see defensively where it's going to be credited here. You look at Drake Kirkpatrick credited for 5 total tackles, 3 solo, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, really. One thing I will say, we got to finish the game now. This thing's not quite over. They can still get the ball back, onside kick. There's just so many things that can happen. And, I'm a big believer. Let's finish the game before we celebrate too early.
Also, Cam Pruitt from Theodore High School, 9 total tackles. He's going to the U. University of Miami has 3 solos, 2 tackles for loss, 9 total tackles credited to Cam Pruitt. So he's done a great job, and I know that, defensively, you do want to finish the game here. Alabama 7-0 in the first quarter, and then 13-10 outscoring Mississippi in the second quarter. And here it is now with 3rd and 10, ball at the 48-yard line, 2:36 remaining, handoff to Burnett. Burnett trying to keep ball security important here for him and run as much time off the clock as possible.
Yeah, we're going to run a little bit of clock down right here. We're going to have to punt, so they're going to get the ball back with a chance to go score. And to go get us a stop right here. Good punt, make them have to drive a full length of the field.
Well, I'll tell you who else has had a great day is Malcolm Simmons.
Yeah, big play right there on the deep post.
When you look at him catching the football, and from a special team standpoint, he's had 3 punts, averaging 40.7 yards per punt.
That's impressive.
From an athlete that's going to be playing for Hugh Freeze next year, and Benjamin Russell. I know my partners in the AHSAA radio network, Britt Pritchard and Randy Lee, they love and have rave reviews for Malcolm Simmons all season long, and I want to say he's a hooper.
Yeah, he can play. As a matter of fact, we were doing all our scouting for the North-South. I saw him catch a ball on a breakaway and threw it down in one of his basketball games early this season.
So it's fun to see the plethora of talent here as we're at 4th and 12, ball on the 46-yard line, 1:43 remaining, Alabama leading 26-17 in this 37th edition of the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Football Classic. Alabama trying to win their 4th consecutive in this series, stretching the lead to 26 games, 1 to 11 losses. Punting this away is Simmons, another outstanding punt. It's going to bounce and roll. Almost died at the 1, but it dives into the end zone, so where it'll be a touchback. But
take a 52-yard punt right there.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll take that one moved away.
Pushes back to the 20, or I guess the 30, but we'll take that all day.
Well, what you're looking at, Coach Zach Golson joining me here for color commentary during today's 37th annual Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. 1st and 10, ball on the 30. No timeouts remaining for Mississippi. No timeouts remaining for Alabama. 1:34 with Alabama leading 26-17.
No big plays right here. Just keep it in front of you. Make them get first down. Make them throw and catch. Go get after him on the D-line.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Dropping back, feeling the pressure, trying to step up in the pocket. And not having success is Trey Petty, as he felt that pressure from behind, stepping up, and great job defensive line-wise of pressuring him and making him uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would expect Coach Scott to do some D-line twist right here to try to take away some of that scramble ability that Petty has.
2nd and 10, ball on the 30-yard line, 1:27 remaining here in this Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, split backs. Petty with a quick throw out, circle button hit by his wide receiver as he spins out of the tackle, J.J. Harrell, 6'1", 185-pound receiver from North Panola.
Nice job by Cam Pruitt staying up right there. No penalties, nothing silly right here. Don't give him any free yards.
It is going to be a black diamond asphalt paving 1st down, 1:22 remaining. And the ball is spotted at the 42-yard line of Mississippi. Quick throw into the left flat. Yards after contact coming for the receiver, Narell White.
Nice tackle by Kirkpatrick right there.
And Kirkpatrick said, look, I'm not finished yet with my box score abilities. I want to continue to add tackles to this total, as it will be a 2nd and 3 now. Mississippi quickly to the line and scrambling out, dumping down to his wide receiver, Gavin Griffin. Griffin trying to get out of bounds, not able to do so. The clock will continue to run with 47 seconds. I don't know why. The first down, it will be a black diamond asphalt paving first down for Mississippi. As soon as that ball is spotted, the clock will run. And now we're having 1st and 10, the ball at the 48-yard line. Dumping it back. One-handed interception by the defensive lineman. A defensive lineman stream. Jamari Payne.
Coach Rico Newton probably taught him that right there. That's an unbelievable play.
On the screen.
One-handed grab. Come on, Jamari Payne. Good for you, man.
Jamari Payne, 6'3", 250 pounds, folks. Intercepted a screen pass that was thrown by Trey Petty. And what a fitting way for Alabama to come away with this victory. 30 seconds remaining for Payne to intercept that pass. One-handed pick by the Big D lineman. He showed his vertical, coach. He says, look, I may be 260 pounds, but I got vertical. As he got up on that screen pass, was in front of it, one-handed INT. And again, you have to love the Lochapoka defender. They list him at 250.
He's bigger than that, though.
He's bigger than 250, but he's got a vertical on him, Coach.
Yeah, he's every bit of 6'3", 250. He's probably more like 270. He looked good right there.
Happy about that turnover as, Coach, the best formation that you can get in here is going to be this victory formation after this snap, because this will be the last snap of this contest. And taking a knee is Roman Gagliano. And that will be the last and final play of this game as the clock winds down to 20 seconds, 26-17.
Yeah.
Payne, you see him on the sideline saying, hey, I reeled that one in. Ben Blackman is going to be the victorious head coach here. The 4th win in a row for the Alabama All-Stars. And now they lead this series 26-11. And it has been a game of excitement, and Ben Blackman will keep it as it has gone final. Alabama All-Stars defeat the Mississippi All-Stars 26-17, and we want to show you the trophy presentation, so stick around with us. We'll bring you trophy presentation coming up next here on WOTM and the AHSA Radio Network.
This is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amana brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Alabama, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Amana brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back here to M.M. Roberts Stadium in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, as the Alabama All-Stars defeat the Mississippi All-Stars 26-17. As you see Ben Blackman and Jeff Kelly embrace. And, Coach, you were able to be a part of the great game yesterday in the North-South All-Star game, and now you're able to see and be a part of Alabama and your quarterback, Jared Hollins, who meant so much to your program, helping Alabama to a huge win over Mississippi.
Yeah, great game today. Both teams, so much talent on the field, really good coaching. You know, some of the rules make it tough, but I'll tell you what, it's great for high school football. Great game today, really competitive, fun game to watch.
And I know that the trophy presentation coming up, as we saw Dre Kirkpatrick will join the legendary PA announcer who announces Ole Miss's game coming up here now.
And now, our first award, the Alabama C Spire Academic Achievement Award to Alabama's player from Saraland, Dalen Martin. Dalen Martin is the Alabama C Spire Academic Achievement Award winner. And now, the Mississippi C Spire Academic Achievement Award winner. From DeSoto Central, number 42, Torian Davis. Torian Davis of DeSoto Central, the Mississippi C Spire Academic Achievement Award winner. And now our most valuable player awards are named in honor of Coach Bubba Davis, the famed championship coach and athletic director at West Point and Wayne County, Mississippi, that helped create the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star Classic. Coach Davis served on the Mississippi coaching staff for the first games played in this series, 1988 and 1989. He was the 1987-88 president of the MAC and was inducted to the Mississippi Association of Coaches Hall of Fame in 1998. The Coach Bubba Davis Most Valuable Player Award for the Alabama All-Stars. From Saraland, number 3, Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams, the Alabama Coach Bubba Davis Most Valuable Player. Now the Coach Bubba Davis Most Valuable Player for the Mississippi All-Stars. From Starkville, number 12, Trey Petty. Trey Petty of Starkville, the Coach Bubba Davis MVP for Mississippi. And now the presentation of the 2023 Championship Trophy of the Mississippi-Alabama All-Star Football Classic. The championship trophy goes to the Alabama All-Stars.
Welcome back as you see Sweet Home Alabama being played over the PA system here at M.M. Roberts Stadium in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And there's nothing like Sweet Home Alabama and Ben Blackman carrying that trophy around, as it's a big-time trophy. It's heavy, but I know Coach Blackman, they're going to pose with that trophy and take it back to Montgomery, Alabama of the 2023 Alabama-Mississippi All-Star Game Classic. And you had Ryan Williams become the most valuable player, 8 receptions, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. And that was just a phenomenal offensive display, catching one from Jared Hollins, catching ones from Gagliano. And you look at the defensive performance of Dre Kirkpatrick as well. Offensively and defensively, those were the two that really stood out today for Alabama.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. Either one of those guys deserved it. Both played great games today. Ryan Williams returned punts and kicks too, was dynamic doing that. So, you know, congrats to both these guys and really all the players, all the coaches. What an amazing experience for all of them, you know, to be able to participate in a game like this.
And it was a tremendous game once again, as the 4th consecutive year Alabama comes away and with the win. And just like that, we'll have 1A through 7A reclassification special coming to you Monday at 9:30 a.m. live from Montgomery, Alabama on WOTM and the AHSAA television network. You don't want to miss out on that reclassification special. As you see the highlight package being presented, Jamarian Burnett gets the score started off as Petty is in that RPO, and then you look at the long ball to MVP Ryan Hollywood Williams, and you also see him take a spill into the end zone. Kirkpatrick with the strip on defensively, a nice scoop, almost scored it. A fade out to Ryan Williams, 26-17, another interception by Kirkpatrick. WOTM bringing you this wonderful action, 26-17, our final.
That was very good.
2nd and 4, handoff back to Nero, and there'll be a flag coming in. on that, and that's normally in the area of holding when you see that flag thrown, and you go from a second and close to 6 to we'll see what this official ruling and call is, as we do have a big old lineman slow to get up, and you always hate to see that in these all-star games for sure.
Yeah. I can't see the number to see who it is.
Looked like Kaleri Gordon from Carver.
52.
It is Gordon from Carver, and it's a young man that is verbally committed to Kennesaw State, the 6'3", 320-pound lineman. And looks like we have another one down with cramps right next to him as well. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 injury here in this game. And once again, you do hate to see any type of injuries, especially by the big fellas. 4 seconds remaining in the first quarter of this 65th annual AHSAA North-South All-Star Game. 0-0 our score.
Yeah, the way he's coming off, it's not cramps. And I'll tell you what, Corey, he may be 320, but he looks like he weighs more than 320 now. He's a big kid.
Big fella coming off. Gordon from Carver making that trip over to the near sidelines, and being helped up as well is another offensive lineman, Brandon Autry from Saraland High School. And you hate to lose 2 offensive linemen in one possession there.
You know, he was standing up and then kind of just fell.
And that's when, you know, you all week long, you have people like Ronnie Royal that can play offense and defense and special teams. And sometimes when you're used to playing left guard or right guard, you switch, or you're used to playing center. The versatility in all-star games is key. So you see him hurting on the field. You hate to see that, especially when it's taking as long as it is to get him back up. But you're right, he did stand up and then fell back down to the ground.
Well, you just hate to see injuries, in an all-star game. You want it to be a good, clean, fun game, and everybody come out of it healthy, because a lot of these guys are already committed. Some of them are still looking for where they want to go, and you just don't want them to get injured, and especially anything that's serious or anything in an all-star game. So the Gordon kid, and I'm not sure about Autry, he's still down with a lot of people looking at him. So,
and you see the concern by both teams and by both staffs. Anytime you have a fellow teammate and a fellow brother that has fallen. And we'll take a break and be right back here to the 65th annual AHSAA North-South All-Star Game.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
I was in a car accident. My front tooth cracked. I'm definitely embarrassed to smile. I got mini dental implants. It changed my life because it made me feel like me. Like I can smile and feel like Ashley. I just want to say thank you.
You can be you again with mini dental implants. I'm Dr. Rick Redmond. Call me today for a free consultation and give me the opportunity to change your life.
I'm more than happy. I'm ecstatic.
Welcome back to the 65th annual AHSAA North-South All-Star Football Game here at Hancock Whitney Stadium on the campus of the University of South Alabama. And 0-0 is our score. Corey LeBounty joined by Terry Curtis, UMS Wright head football coach. And Coach, they switch directions here. It'll be split backs for Coach McCreary, and he'll have 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and in the shotgun position, a little option give that's going to be fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by the North, and that's another turnover and a huge recovery by DeMarcus Wynn from Ramsey High School.
Randy's making some plays. That's two different ones that's made big plays in this game, and